The Wild Wild West.
Mr. Novak, how you doing, bro?
Man.
How you like the Mister? I've been trying to be way more respectful lately.
Have you?
Mister, yeah.
The Mister would just fucking piss me off. Fuck you.
You don't like a Mister?
No.
I love Mister.
I just feel like it's like an authoritative figure.
Yeah, you don't
and
like that.
I have
You don't
a
like
problem with like authority and conforming.
Where's the authority problem you think come from?
My fucking father.
Yeah, but
he
I
was
was
a
just
crazy drug addict, Hell's Angel guy.
But he was still authoritative? He was still like...
in his own demonic, fucked up way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
he was really disconnected from reality, and he lived in his own world, and his own world looked like he rode with the Hells Angels, and everything was transactional, a business, while under the influence of crack or fucking meth. And so like he was the guy that like he would come home at 2:33 in the morning, and when he was awake, the whole fucking house was awake, and everyone was gonna wake up to sit on the sofa to watch him and his biker buddies party.
What?
So authoritative in that approach.
I see what you're saying. Damn, I thought I had a problem with authority. I just have an Irish Catholic father who spanked my hiney. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear
That's a wet dream for me, you cocksucker. Fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have a fucking authority problem. Mine must be nothing, because I think that is real. The link to authority problems is just your relationship with your dad.
And my mother's go-to my whole life as a child growing up, she's like, and when I just couldn't figure out fuck about shit, she's like, we should put you in the Marines. Like, if you don't, what do you think I want a fucking muscle-jacked fuck waking me up at 4 a.m. to 5,000 push-ups? You could fuck off.
Yeah, that would spaz you. I have one of my moms, someone like my mom knows, got dishonorably discharged. From what I heard of just waking up and being like, get the fuck away from me. And they're like, dude, you're out of here.
Dude, that approach does not work with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Well, because I already am wired with like, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right out of the gate, I have a lot of shit going against me. Because a lot of things don't make sense to me. So I walk around like wrong, could do better, should do better. Blah.
Yeah.
So it's what I've learned in life for me is that it's all about approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today it's much easier for me coming from a position of simply understanding as opposed to being understood.
Yeah.
So like I just accept you for where you're at, the jarhead for where he or she's at, and just it's cool.
Yeah, that was something that blew my mind during COVID, and I've like mentioned this before, but I still can't get over it. Like I didn't realize how much I did this, but like especially during like so before COVID, I didn't know that I was really doing this, but I'd go through a supermarket and like every person I saw, it would just be this like weird invisible battle in my head where I'd be like, look at this fucking guy, fucking pussy jerk off. And then I would see a lady and like, fucking chick's not even hot. Is she looking at me? No, she's not, fucking bitch. And like, and you're doing this like crazy maniacal thing in your head. And then COVID, it came to a fever pitch because there was like the mask versus no mask. And then it was like, it was just like, it just all came to a head where I was like, dude, why am I this stressed while taking a walk? And I started doing a thing where like, when I would be out at a grocery store, I would really focus on not having like a silent battle against people and instead just like wishing strangers well and like you were saying, exuding that, whatever that energy is. Dude, I felt so much more comfortable in public after that. Yeah. Which was like, it was like a revelation for me.
I love being right-sized by humanity. It just happened to me recently. And I'm really good at like, again, I really have dove into this whole spiritual aspect of my reality and believing.
When you say right-sized, sorry, what do you mean?
Like, my ego will allow me to create these delusional narratives that aren't even fucking real. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm proved wrong, when I really believe I'm right, I'm like, dude, I am a fucking asshole. And it just happened. You're a Philly guy, right? You'll relate to this story. I had a crazy weekend. I was in New York, all kinds of stuff going on. I drive back and I have like these weekly dinners at this place in Fishtown Sunday nights. Mm-hmm. And Fishtown's kind of oversaturated with like a lot of hipsters. Sure. And in my mind, hipsters are just kind of tattooed, bearded, angry people for no fucking reason. Mm-hmm. It's not like they lack resources or whatever. Yeah. I create this narrative. So I had a long weekend and I'm trying to park under the L to go to this restaurant I go to, and there's this ice cream truck, and it's fucking just submerged with hipsters getting ice cream. And that's cool, right? Yeah. But as I'm doing this 3-point turn, someone I've actually like, oh, he's fucking pissed, dude. He's got a problem. So now I haven't even seen the person. I'm ready. And I'm like the most fucking passive aggressive. Like I cringe at the thought of confrontation. But if you caught me on the right time, I'm like, it's fucking on.
Yeah, let's go.
So as I'm parking, I see him, and it's a hipster with tattoos and a beard who I already have created an issue with, but I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
And he locks eyes with me as I'm hoping he would so we can fucking get to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh shit, you're so-and-so." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, I fucking love your work, man." And he had a camera in his hand and he was taking portraits and
You
stills.
just socked him in the
He's
face.
like, "Can I get a photo of you?" I said, "What I do?" And I'm like, "Dude, fuck yes and fuck me," right?
Yeah,
Because like
yeah,
I
yeah.
walk around just like at times,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean by really enjoying being right sized. Because
Yeah.
I have a job sometimes that consists of knowing everything, right? And that places me in a lot of positions that I don't really like to enjoy.
Yeah. When you say you have a job, what do you mean?
Because like, you know, for so long when I was caught up in addiction, right? When logical people who knew how to stay sober would suggest to me what I might want to do in order to save my life, I'd suggest why they should fuck off.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I knew. I was too smart for my own goddamn good. Right. And then I got to this place where the pain became so unbearable. I was able to look back and recognize that like every common denominator in every one of my problems was me.
Yeah.
And maybe if I just get the fuck out of my way, I might stand a chance of living a better life. And what I do know is that I don't know. Because when I think that I know, there's no open mind. I am not teachable, and I'm definitely not willing to try anything that I don't agree with.
Yeah, yeah.
Which just sets me up for a fucking, you know, all these terrible experiences.
Yeah, take me back through that. So what was like, how did you, what's your story? Like, how did you get in that? Obviously you're saying like, you know, family or, you know, home life, not great. And then like eventually to like, you know, gaining a ton of notoriety. Like what was that like for you going from like the beginning to like the thick of all that stuff?
Well, it's a very interesting narrative and storyline, I believe. Because I come from Baltimore and you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of similarities at this table. But coming from that home life of a pretty chaotic household and a father who was pretty out of his fucking mind, I believe I was genetically predisposed to addiction or alcoholism, and that paired with the atmosphere I was brought up in, it just made sense.
Yeah.
But throughout that journey, I was blessed with a skateboard, and I fell in love with skateboarding, and another guy from Baltimore named Bucky Lasik.
Yeah.
Who
I played him on Tony Hawk for sure.
He's my fucking, he's the man. He's the
Really?
legend. And he was from Baltimore, and he kind of recognized the talents I possessed. So he took me under his wing and got me sponsored by PAL. And that's where the skateboarding world took off. But then we would go to Cheapskates in Pennsylvania, the skate park.
Was it Boards and Blades or what?
Boards and Blades was later
After?
on,
Okay,
and
right,
that
right.
was right off Route 1 right there.
I was a young boy at Boards and Blades, and you would
Totally.
see like Bam
Yeah,
and
we
Squad
would
would
come
come
skate
through, and I'd
there.
be like, oh,
we filmed like some of
fuck.
the CKY shit there.
Yeah.
Like the stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Naked Dave doing an ollie over the pyramid, and then Bam, I think kicking him or punching him or something like that.
Yeah, that was always legendary. You guys would come. We were like 12. And we'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like dude, trying to do one heel flip. Like, this fucking rules, dude. I'm going to get sponsored.
It's it. Pro board coming.
Oh, it was
As soon as I get this heel flip.
Yeah, they're coming. Spitfire's coming for me, dude. Once I get that.
Just need a manager at this point. Too overwhelming. But nonetheless, so I meet Bam, and then we at that skate park called Cheapskates, which was clearly before your time. If
Yeah.
Boards and Blades was when you started.
Yeah.
And
Where was Cheapskates?
I don't know. It was in
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and we
Somewhere.
would drive up.
Right on.
And Bam would always be there, and he wasn't sponsored at that point. Bucky and I were, and we were instantaneously became thick as thieves. And we'd practice for this one contest every year, which was the NSAs. They'd have in Bricktown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And either he would win or I'd win. And one year I didn't show up, and he was there, and he went to Bucky, and he's like, yo, Bucky, where's Novak? And Bucky's like, I think he's on heroin. And Bam, at such a young age, was like, well, what's that? Right? And not such a young age, like 12, 13. It was like 16, 17. But
That's pretty young
when
still.
you're consumed in like a nice, wholesome life that revolves around skateboarding and a good family, like you don't have conversations that consist of those words.
Yeah, sure.
So it was at that point that his career in skateboarding totally excelled and took off, and mine went to complete shit, and I chose to pursue a life of heroin and addiction. Fast forward some time later, I'm really sick one day. I can't come up with any money. But at this point, I wouldn't even acknowledge a skateboarder, right? It was like, it was the equivalent of like looking at the woman you like get away, the love of your life.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, if I just did a little, like, So it hurt me like that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid skateboarding like the plague, but one day I was really sick and I couldn't come up with money. So I decided to go to this skate shop in Fells Point called Select. And I asked, when I get there to try to get some money, like, we're not going to give you money, but Bam was here yesterday with the Toy Machine team. And he asked if we ever saw you. We said no. And he said, well, if you do, give him my number. So he leaves his number. And a couple days later, I call and it was the number to Fairman's skate shop in town.
Westchester.
Yeah. And I called Fairman's, right? Timing is everything in life. I call Fairman's. It's not even his skate. It's not his house. It's Fairman's. I'm a homeless heroin addict. I pump in some change into the fucking payphone, right? And this change is like my lifeline, right? So I got my finger on the thing. Like if it don't answer, I don't get beat for the money. So I'm like, but Dave answers. He's like, yo, he was just here. He's next door at Kuma, which is the sushi restaurant in town. He's like, hold on, I'll go get him. So he goes and gets him, comes back, and then that night I'm on a Greyhound bus from Baltimore to Westchester. And he's like, yo, come live with me. You know, you can at this point he had done the CKYs and then Viva La Bam had just started and he allowed me to be a guest on the show and started to get paid by Viacom and I could do all this shit. I just couldn't. I could have a credit card. I could live at his house rent free. I just wasn't allowed to do heroin.
Okay.
that was the stipulation.
No problem.
I was cool with like Coke and alcohol because that was like I wouldn't steal your shit when I wanted more Coke.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that was kind of how I like. And then throughout that process, Bam would always be like, yo, your stories are like the fun. He always loved the positions I ended up in as a direct result of my heroin addiction. Like letting gay men shave my asshole for rent money and fucking, you know, letting men blow me for more dope and just getting stabbed in the head with an ink pen and fucking like all this nonsense. So he's like, yo, you can live at the house. And now I'm starting to get appearances in Jackass. He's bringing me along and he kind of calls me like his walking television. But he then one night we would go to Kildare's after a rap. We'd rap for the day. Cass and the crew would go there. And humongous table of like 40 or 50 in a bar. And, and he'd like, tell this story, tell that story. And you could literally hear a pin drop. And it was then that he's like, yo, you're going to write a book. Now, I had not graduated high school at this point. I had no GED. I had nothing. I had no part of ever wanting to write a book. He's like, you're going to write a book. He gives me a notebook and a pen. And he goes, you're to carry this around all the time. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't even see you writing in it. You have to have it in your hand. The first time I don't see it in your hand, you're going back to Baltimore.
Damn.
So like the scales of justice were very equal there, easy to weigh out. Homeless in Baltimore, letting men blow me for heroin, or carry this fucking notebook and pen around and write my story. And still be on a TV show, drive a car, credit card, paid by Viacom, blah, blah, blah.
And you were maintaining sobriety, like relative sobriety?
No,
not even close.
So he would like, I never was allowed to do what I really wanted to do, which was opiates, whether it was like Percocets or heroin. That was very frowned upon, and he made it very known to everyone in Westchester and the people we worked with to not give me any. So people listened, and but nonetheless. And the second book that I wrote, Streets of Baltimore, really dives into the psychology of an addict or an alcoholic, because I knew that I'm being presented this golden ticket, right? I can become this household name, making money. I can live in this fucking mansion, drive a car, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I know that it's only a matter of time before the rug gets pulled out from under me. Because I can't stop getting high.
Yeah.
So he's cool with the Coke and the alcohol and they don't really understand addiction at that point.
Sure, yeah.
But like, inside of me, I can't wait to get back to Baltimore to fuck. So I'd tell him lies like I have to go back and get my favorite pair of jeans. And I'd fucking go back and end up there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And just lost in Baltimore shooting dope.
Jeez.
And so he'd kick me out. I'd go to rehab and a lot of wash, rinse, repeats of that.
Sure, yeah.
Later on, he then comes with this new idea. I'm going to write this book. I have no desire to write a book, but I had read a book called A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. Brilliant book, and I love the outline of that. So I'm no fool by any means, and I went and I just copied his outline, and I wrote a fucking 12 chapters, pen to paper, right? No laptop, anything. And my co-author is a man named Joe Franz, who made all the CKY videos.
Okay, yeah.
Filmed the Viva La Bams and Jackass, and he did not want that job, but Bam was like, dude, you're going to do this. Because no one wanted to work with me. I was like, I was not a good fucking employee. My behavior was rather erratic, to say the least. But he made him kind of do this. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, I think I'm finished. And Bam started reading. He's like, dude, this is really something. So then he gives it to Joe. Joe turns 12 chapters into 23. And we get a literary agent off of Bam's manager, finds me a literary agent, shops it around, and it gets fucking picked up. And it does like really, really well.
What was it? This is your first book, right?
The first book,
was
Dream
cool.
Seller.
Dream Seller. That's a nice title, too.
Which was fucking, I mean, that's what I did for a living, right? Like I'd make people believe the unbelievable. I'd build your hopes up to like make you believe that like it was going to be different this time.
Yeah.
Just in hopes for you to believe in me enough for me to get some cash out of you.
Yeah.
To only apologize and just to wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what my life looked like for a long time. But that's how I ended up in all these places and doing all these things. That what I didn't know then that's really rad now is that's life. It's live forward and learn backwards.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that I was kind of being tasked with this fucked up position of addiction or alcoholism to then be later on blessed with recovery and use the very same platform that I gained notoriety from as being just this fuck up drug addict alcoholic to being this guy that's like, yo, if you want help, like I will help you. I have all these avenues to like get you out of where I once was.
Yeah, can you put that into words? I'm always kind of fascinated by that when it's like, because it is obvious to anyone who's not on drugs. When you know someone who's on drugs, you're like, dude, if you just don't do drugs, you won't have as many problems. And they're like, I have to do them.
Sure.
And it's like, what is like the thought? Is it even a thought process, or is it just like a genuine, just like urge?
At that point in time for me, I got to a place in life where any person, place, or thing that stood between me and a bag of heroin must and will go. And it was never personal. It was just business, right? Because I'm a good guy with a great heart, and I was raised by a loving mother who taught me to show kindness and compassion to humanity. But don't catch me when I'm withdrawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what, I own treatment centers today. I own sober living houses. I'm totally immersed in that world. And the truth of the matter is, we are amazing people that have been diagnosed with a deadly disease that makes us make terrible decisions. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
At least my story.
Yeah. So you're saying like, I'm sorry, like the process of like having, I guess, that urge versus like, like you said, in some way you kind of know like, yeah, this isn't going to go well.
So I remember,
but you just have to, I have to do it.
Prime example, we were kind of getting into it a little bit before we got on. I had just done a year in George W. Hill Correctional Facility, right? They let me out New Year's Eve. I'm living in Westchester, and I have an amazing fiance at the time who's now my ex because they continue to get between me and drugs. So they have to fucking go.
Yeah.
And she's moved our home while I was incarcerated. She redecorated it, really tried to love my addiction out of me. And I wanted to be done with it. I really did. That night I was released, I called up one of my buddies who rode with the Pagans, who partied with us in Westchester, and he brought over some Percocet 30s and a couple Xanax. Now, I had been sober for a year up to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm on parole. Like, I know what the deal is if I fuck up. I find myself in Ryan's pub in Westchester because I live right down the street, and I told my chick, because she'd watch me like a canine. I'm like, I just have to go up here to say hi to whatever. And I go, and I'm in the pub, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and the toilet paper dispensary is to my right, and I crush up 2 Percocet 30s and a half of Xanax. And I have it in my billfold, and I'm about to put it in my nose and sniff it, and I'm literally crying. I uncontrollably crying. I can't stop crying because I know that as soon as I do this, I'm going to begin that behavioral pattern that takes me where I don't want to go and makes me do things I don't want to do, but I can't control myself.
Yeah.
There's no room for logic at that point.
Jesus, man.
And that's kind of what my day in, day out looked like for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. Because I know it's not like a thing with like words. It's just kind of like you also don't. And it's like it's pretty fucking rugged, man.
I remember that night. I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing this, and I could hear people out in Ryan. You know where Ryan's is, and they're having a good time. They're waiting for the ball to drop. They're laughing. They're fucking playing. They're cheersing, and I'm in the stall just crying uncontrollably with a fucking rolled up bill up my nose, getting ready to sniff
everything
I love away.
Oh,
And that's what addiction is
yeah.
as a whole. But it didn't start that way, you know?
Yeah, yeah. How did you end up starting to do heroin? Because that was like a big jump from like skating. And just kind of, like, was it the pills first?
It was the fucking hallmark progression, you know, the alcohol, the weed, stealing the herb from the dad, and then the blow, because he sold a lot of blow.
Yeah.
Things just progressively got worse, but mine was genetic. So, you know, I have a mother who was a nuclear physicist. I have a brother who is an attorney who works in the White House.
That's awesome.
I have a sister who works in the hospital my mother ran, but they are by a different father. I'm the only one by my father.
Got you.
He was an addict and his father was an addict.
Yeah.
You know, so I believe I was fucked from the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing now is that, like, it's like, you know, my poison has become my medicine, and like it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah, that is the thing with, I feel like addiction, it is like it's almost like a weird spiritual practice if you think about it. You just kind of like, rather than like meditating, you're just getting so fucking high all the time.
Totally.
And your life just collapses, and then now you have to really kind of, it gives people, I think, a deeper appreciation for life if they make it through it. That's my,
sure, and that's the thing, right? Because here's the reality, and this is why people are so just like frustrated with battling the disease of addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics state, theoretical evidence dictates that I or anyone else that is sober are to be high or dead, right? Like the data collected, the analytics fucking from all over these studies that are given states that the majority of people die as opposed to find sobriety.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out of my last facility, and you know, BAM was always a constant theme throughout my life. And I stopped over and I saw him, and he's like, what the fuck? What was different about number 13 treatment center? Why not 12 or 10 or 6 or 4 or 3? He's like, what, did you have like a meeting with God or something? And I didn't say it to him because it's just too much for one to grasp. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of did.
Really? So and that's what I've heard before. Wasn't that what AA was founded on? The guy Bill
and Bob
went to like Carl Jung, and he was like, bro, either find God or you're toast.
Yeah,
in a way.
So you know, I'm not religious. I don't particularly care for organized religion.
Sure,
but I'm insanely spiritual, and it's like, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality? So like acceptance is the answer to all in world.
For sure.
But I didn't understand that. See, the truth of the matter is, and this is a blanket statement that I'll make for anyone that's in addiction or in recovery, is that we didn't get here because we took the short bus to school. Quite the contrary. We end up here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a 12-step meeting or a treatment center that literally has the ability to save my life. And I fuck around and outthink myself right out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because recovery is one of those weird things that works so well, people stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So what I didn't know is that like the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked. Right? Because I was just too smart for my own good, and I wasn't quite willing to buy into the process. It worked great for you guys, but I'm a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's everyone I've known.
Totally.
Everyone is like, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end, when I was optionless, literally, I was homeless, I was moneyless, I was friendless, I was carless, loveless. Just that was me. I had no other choice but to buy into the process. I didn't even want to do it then. I begrudgingly did it, but like, fuck it. I have the time, and no one's expecting or requesting my fucking presence, so let's run it. And the craziest thing happened is it started to work. I experienced the 12 steps, and what happened throughout the 12 steps is I had a spiritual experience. And the definition of a spiritual experience is simply a psychic change. Meaning that I, Brandon Novak, today no longer look at things the way I did then.
Do you remember what kind of kicked that off exactly, or was it just kind of
pain?
Like,
pain. I had to end up in a place where the pain was so fucking unbearable, right? Like to where my back was against the wall, and I had nothing else to do to get myself out of the position that I had created for myself.
How long did that take? How long did that take of like doing heroin?
Well, my overall resume with alcoholism and addiction was 22 years.
Okay, wow.
So, but the last 10 were really bad.
Yeah. So what did that look like in terms of like you're saying like the personal pain? Was it like obviously like there's probably physical discomfort and all that stuff, but like just like alienation from everyone you've ever known? Were you like kind of like kicking yourself over like how much better things could have went? Like what was like the real primer?
All of the above. But what I didn't know then that I know now is that each one of my attempts at trying to find recovery were not failures. Despite me thinking they were, because like I would use in treatment, I'd get kicked out, I'd leave, I'd use the same day. And as any blessing happens to anyone, it happens unbeknownst to us, right? Like if I knew when and where a blessing was taking place and I was to report there to receive said blessing, I'd fuck that up, right? So like I had to be put in this place where these seeds were being planted unbeknownst to me. And then finally, on that day where the appropriate amount of pain was created, where it became so unbearable that I was finally willing to do what I had never been willing to do, which is become open-minded just long enough to pick that phone up, ask for help, and then the craziest thing ever, but fucking follow through with it. I started to see that like none of this was what I thought a failure. Like it all played its part when it was supposed to, so that finally when the opportunity met the appropriate time, an event was going to take place that was going to create this outcome unlike anything that I could wrap my feeble mind around. And I saw on my way into that last treatment center, like it's like the skies parted and I walked across the sea and everything they said made sense, and just like it hit me. And I knew that like, I get it. It makes sense now.
Yeah,
it all makes sense. And
so you knew even just heading while on the way there, you're like just something flipped.
Because they would be like, dude, I own facilities now, and my favorite thing is to run groups with my clients, and I can't get enough of that. And I'm like, who in here thinks that you're in here because of drugs and alcohol? And the majority of them raise their hands. And I'm like, you're all fucking wrong. That's not why we're here. The drug and the alcohol is not the problem. So right out of the gate, no wonder you keep repeating your behaviors, because you're fighting the wrong fucking opponent. You're in the wrong ring. You're going to lose every time.
Yeah.
Right? The problem is the thinking and the attitude and the behavior. Right? So as long as I continue to repeat the behaviors, I'm going to repeat the outcomes where I end up in a place where the only answer is a shot of heroin or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So once I realized the alcohol is the solution, not the problem, I've now identified, right, who my opponent is. It's my behaviors. So I had to change my behaviors to change the outcomes. I started to then gain a better understanding of the reality of my situation. And what I learned is the reason why I got beat so bad is because I always underestimated the opponent that I was up against, because I was the great I am. And B, I never gave it the time, attention, or respect it deserved.
Yeah, and you're talking, when you say that, you mean like yourself basically, or like, because it sounds to me like it's like you were saying, like, fucking heroin, fucking keep making me fucking do it. When in reality, it is like it's yourself, and nobody, even without drugs, nobody wants to admit that like they're a complete problem.
Exactly, and again, this isn't just. Substitute the word drugs for whether your things porn, sex, food, shopping, gambling, fighting, fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? These are the solutions to the problem. And you were talking about it during COVID, right? Prior to COVID, you'd walk around with all these narratives of these people. And then all of a sudden in COVID, and it made me think of it, we were kind of forced to be with ourselves, by ourselves, to look at ourselves, which is what we avoid by fucking fighting, betting, shopping. You know what I mean? And then I start to look at me, which is why I got high for so long, right? To escape the shitty reality I created for myself as a direct result of continuing to shoot dope. And then finally, when I got to a place where I could start looking at me, I realized that I'm the problem. Right?
Yeah.
There is no their part. And the longer I think that there is a their part as to why I'm this way, I'm just the victim. So now I'm going to drink because of my shitty life. And you would too if you had a life like mine. I'll justify why. Right? The brain is the fucking problem in every area of life.
Yeah, dude. It does. It can fuck you up, man. It can really fuck you up. You can do anything and just be like, get something in your head like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Totally. And then it just snowballs.
Out. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
It's insane. But if you're aware of it, then it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, true.
And now, like, the longer I stay sober, the more work that I do, it's amazing. What I do know is that I don't fucking know. And I don't take credit for any of this.
Yeah. How long have you been sober for?
Coming up on 10 years.
Oh, nice. So it's been a while.
Yeah. And now all I do, I dumb my way into this shit.
Yeah.
And now I always say I came into like sobriety as a king. And I worked my way up the ladder to become a humble servant. And the more people I help, the more I give away, the better my life is, the more I gain in return, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in any business transaction, if I give you something I have, I'm to walk away with less. In this weird, magical, spiritual world of recovery, anything that I give you, I'm walking away with more.
Yeah, dude, that I remember that was like a weird shock for me when I went to school for social work for a while, a couple years ago. And I would get like inmates housing. That was like a thing I did for like one of the field placements. And then there was this one guy who was a fucking pain in my ass. He'd always like call me and just be like, "You're not doing shit, blah, blah, blah."
Sure.
He was under the gun because they were going to take his kid, a bunch of shit if he didn't find appropriate housing. And I remember the day I found him a house, we're both in this place, and I called him up. And I was like, "Yo, dude, we got it." And we both were so happy. And I was like, that was such a funny, for something so dumb. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a house. But I remember like I won this like comedy contest, and I was like, this is it. And then I got the guy a house, and it was literally the same feeling.
Again,
it was the same exact feeling of like
timing and opportunity meeting to create a beautiful outcome.
But it is a weird thing. That was like a weird thing for me when I was like, oh, you can get just as happy for doing nice things for people as you can, like, achieving some sort of personal victory.
Any monetary fucking victory.
Exactly. And it's like, it is honestly, I would argue that like when you do something like awesome for a person, I think it feels better than if you just like kill it in some way with like a sales thing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. No matter how much, for me, what I did for the majority of my life is I just like rearranged the furniture on the Titanic, right? For years, and I swore that this way was going to be the proper placement to make sure my ship doesn't sink, and I would always do that. And then I learned that like it is what it is, right? Stop overcomplicating a simple process, and because the world kept right sizing me, and I just I took me out of the equation. I thought less and just did more. Because I surrounded myself with like people who genuinely were also really good people that were just trying to make humanity a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. And it's one of those things too. It's one of those things I think people sneer at. They're like, making the world better. It's like,
sure.
What the fuck else are you going to do, dude?
Yeah,
just be a dickhead all the time. But it's like, I feel bad personally, it's like, so you have, people, they go through, drug addiction. There's like this whole thing. It's like, everyone, when, I would imagine you're a drug addict, there's like a part of it, like everyone knows I'm an addict. People are talking shit on me, everyone, blah, blah, blah. But then almost like you reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck. And that's like a very freeing experience eventually. Whereas there's people who don't ever, fall into a deep drug addiction, but they never get to really face their own like self-defeating mental patterns. And in a way, it's almost like the person, in my opinion, who goes through addiction and gets out of that ends up having, I think, a richer existence than if you never really have to face that or come like face to face with yourself and like really look at yourself. Because there's people who get 100%. Through life good on paper, but it's like, they're tortured.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I always thought it was like a shame.
I couldn't agree with that sentiment anymore. That's a spot on fucking example.
Because everyone I know who's in recovery is like, they're very open. There's like you can tell. It's like, okay, this person really has turned a corner, because it's like, something switches, and it's like nobody really knows exactly what that is, but it really is the most consistent factor is having some sort of spiritual experience or like like an awakening experience.
Studies show that people that do what the studies show that sober people that do what other sober people do in order to stay sober have better odds of staying sober. So like there's not a black and white one size fits all, and you can try another method or another avenue that could equate to the same result. But I got to a point where the stakes were way too high, and I was tired of rolling the dice, and I kind of wanted to start working smarter, not harder. So I just bought into what the group does in order to stay sober. But the funny thing was, and you said it, it's all a thinking problem, right? And I always have this alcoholic brain that lies to me, my own voice. And it always makes me believe the unbelievable. Yeah, and it creates these delusional narratives. And I walked around for years thinking that no one in this world knew that I had a problem but me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I thought that I was kind of keeping it contained. Just enough to continue to enable my behaviors, which is getting high and justifying the outcomes.
So that's crazy. You really didn't think people were like hip to you at all.
Not nearly as much. So I didn't, right? I thought that no one in the world knew that I had a problem but me. And then when I finally bought into the process, what I learned is that everyone in the world knew that I had a problem but me.
Yeah, that's
right. I was the last person. Why? Because I possessed that job that consists of knowing everything.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, fuck. Right? And,
that's so funny.
And that's what I again, right? I was ignorant to the process and the reality of my alcoholism because I lived off of justification and minimization and deflection, right? If only she didn't come home from work early, she wouldn't have found my needles on the table.
Yeah.
If only the parole officer's fucking husband would have banged her out, she would have been mad and gave me a piss test that fucking got me dirty and sentenced me to 6 months. All this
it's
nonsense.
always other people's fault.
So finally, the craziest thing happened. I started to take accountability for my actions and started pointing the finger inward and realizing that, whoa, like it's me and my behaviors. And I started changing my behaviors and I started changing the outcomes. And I started to like the results I got. So it snowball affected into this.
Yeah. It's just crossing that like threshold to even consider the possibility.
It was so simple though, I missed it. I overlooked it.
Yeah, dude, I think most people go their whole life without ever saying it. But
dude, everyone says, "What's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer?" If any of us had the answer, we would bottle that thing, we'd sell it, we'd be a billionaire a billion times over.
True.
I believe it's so simple as just helping one fucking person. Someone took the time to stop and help me. I, in turn, helped another. 2 turned into 4, 4 turned into 8, 8 turned into 16. Before you know it, you're changing the narrative, which is ultimately changing the outcome. It's so simple. Just slow down the process and help one person.
Pardon the interruption. This may or may not be Sean Gardini speaking. And this may or may not be Sean Gardini on camera. Who is speaking and who is on camera is not important. I've come to tell you that Sean Gardini is doing stand-up comedy shows. The upcoming shows are in Cleveland, Ohio, December 8th, Buffalo, New York, December 10th, and Baltimore, Maryland, December 11th. Please come to those shows if you can. The tickets are at SeanGardini.com. Thank you.
Hear me out here. I failed to promote my shows in the Irvine Improv, SoCal. I'm so fucking SoCal. I forgot to do the ads or make a flyer for the Irvine show. Oops, my bad. It's next weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. 2 days, faux shows. Come out to motherfucking Irvine Improv. And I'll be honest, I'm not just saying this because I'm doing a show. I love Irvine. Irvine was the first place I went to in California. And I was telling someone recently, I'm like, I fucking love Irvine. And they lived in LA and like, are you kidding? Are you trying to be funny? I'm like, no, why? And apparently everyone from LA just snubs Irvine. Like, I would never. Fuck you guys, dude. Irvine rules. LA's fucking bullshit. Irvine, we're talking Laguna Beach. We're talking motherfucking Newport Beach, conservative ass stronghold down there in SoCal, dude. Shit. Come out. I love Irvine. It's literally the first place I went to in California. I'm very excited to go there. I'm going to bring my whole motherfucking family. We're all going to do Thanksgiving out there. It's going to be sick. So Irvine Improv, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. Let's go. Let's show these LA fucking pussies, dude, who's really fucking SoCal. They're not fucking SoCal. They're north of Irvine, bro. Yeah, so how did you get into the recovery homes? When did you start that? And like, what was that like?
I had my get well job was washing dishes for $6 an hour in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
At a diner called Mary Ann's. At 38 years old, I'm busting suds in the back with a coworker who's fucking 14. Damn. My brain told me that, and this is after skating, jackass, fucking author.
Yeah.
My brain told me I should have, at the very least, been the president of the United States. And I'm fucking busting suds with Brian here for $6 an hour.
Yeah, what was that like?
Struggling. I had heard the word humility, and it sounded fucking cool, and it rolled off the tongue right, but try swallowing that fucking thing.
I'm 38 right now, dude. Yeah. If I had to bust a suds.
Imagine fucking you leaving here and going back to Levittown, Pennsylvania, to Mary Ann's Diner. Shout out to Rich, and they were great guys, and the owners, and busting suds for $6 an hour. Next to a 14-year-old
How long did you do that for?
1 year.
That's long. That's
I had no idea what my next move was going to be. Right,
yeah.
Because my qualifications didn't state that I had any special qualities.
I know what you mean. You can't be like, yo, let me hop on a TV show real quick.
Yeah. Or like, let me fucking, I don't own a computer. I skipped that whole, I went from skating to heroin.
Yeah,
I wrote my book, pen and paper. I can pawn laptops great. I don't use them. Even to this day, I don't email. I got my first ever computer during COVID. I used it 7 times and gave it the fuck away.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you all like, do you fuck with like the Instagram and all that
yeah,
shit?
I like that. But gotcha. Like the thought of an app gives me anxiety.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm just like stubborn by nature.
So you're busting the suds for a while. Then how did you get into the recovery space?
But I started like that job that I thought was so fucking beneath me turned out to be the foundation of who I am today. And I think by social standards and regards, I could be considered a pretty successful guy. I have all these different businesses and properties and blah, blah, blah. But it all came from washing dishes. I started to like show up early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing these dishes. I called out one day in a whole year because of a snowstorm. Like those behaviors started to change. Then my outcome started to change. I started to become self-sufficient. For the first time in life, I was paying my own recovery house bill, $165 a week. I was buying my own groceries, my own cigarettes, not relying or depending on anyone.
Yeah.
I stopped like, and then what happened was, someone asked me to speak at a candlelight vigil for someone who had passed away. And because, the 12-step program, AA, it's anonymous. So you don't know really what's going on there. But when I spoke at that candlelit vigil for people who had lost their lives, someone like had filmed it and it started making its rounds on social media. And then an organization reached out to me and they're like, would you like to come speak at our facility in Florida? And I'm like, sure. And they put me up at the W in Fort Lauderdale in the penthouse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they going to like ask me for a donation? I wash dishes.
Yeah,
and they had come up with this whole design, right? Again, the blessings taking place unbeknownst to me. If I knew any of this was going to happen, I'd fuck it up royally.
Sure, yeah.
And they had put together this whole plan and presented it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know this world existed that I live in today. And it just kind of gave way. And I bought into what they would say. And in those meetings, they'd say, like, in order to keep what you have to give it away. And
sure, yeah.
This is cliche as shit. And I vowed to myself that when I was in a position financially, I was going to recreate that sober living house I lived in.
That's cool.
And do for others what it had done for me. So literally on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware, my very first men's sober living house called Novak's house with 10 beds. And that has since turned into 7 houses for men and women in Wilmington, Delaware with 75 beds. And I fucking travel the world and I have generous friends or just strangers that want to give back and they occasionally stroke a check and they provide money that I have in the scholarship fund. And my mission is to provide a bed for anyone in need of sober living after completing a treatment center. I refuse to let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't get help. And then, unfortunately, the demand was met. I kept fucking expanding, and I really wished that wasn't the case and these didn't even exist.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, I can help more and I can be better. So then I created Redemption Addiction Treatment Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, in Newport.
Okay, yeah, that's
right next to it.
Right down there, yeah.
And it's an outpatient facility where people come during the day, 5 days a week, or nighttime groups. And I always tell people I'm on par to create like a David Koresh Waco, Texas compound vibe,
nice.
Minus the gun and the fucking religion.
Yeah.
But I want to create this place where people feel like they want to be a part. Right? It's all deliverance. Like I started this podcast. It's all with how you present something to me. Right. So what I try to do is to create this whole fucking environment that people want to be a part at, as opposed to feeling like they have to.
Yeah. What was your? Did you have any, like, when you went to any treatment centers? Did you have ones that you felt like? Because you hear some people like, "Ah, place is a fucking scam. They're just fucking taking my money." Like, did you have any places you thought were just like churning people in and out, or do you think that's just people's like perception of the place?
I think it's. And it's just opinion based. I think it's people's perception. The treatment center that I ultimately got sober in, people would be like, you'll never get sober there. It cost me $2 to get into. It was a Catholic Charities program in Baltimore. And if you looked out, you weren't allowed to look out the blinds, because if you looked out, they were literally serving dope and coke and crack on the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like a bottom of the barrel kind of joint.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes what it takes until it takes. And who are you or I to say what it will be for it to take?
That makes sense.
It's between you and the maker of whatever you choose to fucking call it. Because they don't, it's not like once you get to this appropriate program, they give you this secret pill for the cool kids. It's fucking recycled rhetoric that you hear in all the facilities.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I believe the perfect treatment center is whichever one you get sober in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say. I didn't get to pick my sober date.
Yeah, true.
Again, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like they gave you the right massage.
Yeah,
and the place was
finally
chill.
they fucking gave me a happy ending with a massage, and they played my favorite song.
That might turn me around.
And I come God, and here we are. I'm the spiritual fucking guru. Fuck your way into recovery. That's
You're right.
not the deal.
Yeah, true.
I wish.
There is a very unsexy element to it where you're saying, like, yeah, you can be in like a place that people think sucks really
Straight
badly.
up.
It really is a wholly internal process.
I'm a firm believer you can get sober in a fucking pub sitting on a bar stool with a bottle of Jack in front of you if you're ready.
Yeah,
Straight up.
What do you think about like the California sobriety people do, where it's like I'm California sober, I'll like drink and smoke weed and shit, and like,
Dude, I did this TMZ thing. They did a special recently of Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I read his book. Brilliant book, by the way. Whole newfound respect for that man. Rest in peace to him. But they were doing this hour-long documentary, Harvey and them, and they reached out and they wanted me to weigh in on it, and they asked me the same question. And the truth of the matter is, I'd be really ignorant if I sat here and pretended to possess the answer of like how to live a perfect life with coming up on 10 years sober. That's like, my mother'd be like, fuck you, asshole. You should have did it your whole life, you idiot.
Yeah.
So like, all I know is my narrative because it worked for me. I'm never going to tell anybody what you should or should not do. I believe with California Sober, with MAT, Suboxone, Subutex, Vivitrol, Methadone, if it provides you a life that you believe is worth waking up and getting out of bed for every morning without the thought of wanting to kill yourself, I'll fucking drive you to the dispensary. Who, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure,
fuck me for thinking that I have the answer.
Yeah,
I just have my narrative. So what I always say is that when I'm kind of giving a talk or working with clients, if you can find more similarities than differences, it might make sense to pay attention.
Yeah.
But if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own process. You were entitled to have that realization during COVID of like being a fucking asshole to strangers that did nothing to you.
Sure.
And if I would have robbed you of that process, you might not have come to the conclusion that you have today where just being kind is the right way.
Yeah.
So looking back, if anyone would have robbed me of one less fucking sleepless night I caused my mother or pain that I made everyone endure, like I might not be here today.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of a personal
Yeah.
timeline for everybody.
For sure. And it's like, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my fucking way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know that's a big battle. When I was in social work school, there's like people who are like, it's called like harm reduction
Sure.
versus people who are like, nothing, you better knock all that
I'm
shit
a big
the fuck
harm
off.
reduction guy.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck, like, that's between them and their higher power.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, I believe I'm God and I can predict what your fucking best outcome will be for your life and your situation. Fuck.
Yeah, true. You
It's,
don't know.
and I'm a spiritual guy, and if I'm a spiritual guy like I say I am, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I believe my higher power is everything. I think it's crack. I think it's heroin. I think it's life, death. It's like, what's love without sadness? What's joy without sorrow? Right? You have to have all these. Without those fucking overdoses, without life support, without fucking ruining my life, I would not be the child of, I hate to say God because people are like, oh, this religious fuck, but a child of God today who I really like do my best to help humanity. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be in that position of like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You think you have it figured out, you fucking idiot? You deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd probably be.
Yeah, well, it is funny. People, I've talked about this before, but it is funny how that is like the God talk's taboo now. Before
Totally.
it was like you couldn't talk about sex. Now you can be like, I'm fucking jizzing. And everyone's like, but if you're like,
Yeah, they had the whole Me Too movement at that point.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. But if you mention God, people are like, "What the fuck?"
Totally.
And it's like a pretty wholesome. I think it's a very wholesome concept. But it got tainted by I think people just being like the religion aspect of being like, "You're going to hell because you fucking can't."
For sure.
It's like that.
And that's a shame. But
sucks.
But you need those people, right? Those people are just as important as the other ones that aren't those people to make me realize how much I don't want to be like that. Because without those people, I'll turn into that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a warning sign or like like who I don't. I need the bad to remind me what I don't want to become, so I practice good.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like, because every even like religions, like concepts of God, like go through waves where it's like we used to think it was like fucking fire, and now we are like there was like the mythological hero of like there's these entities in the sky that we can like be like, hey, please help us. That'll like change everything, and then like that like around like an organized like testament of like this is the guy who came down from heaven and then So now I wonder if it is going to regroup in like some different conception that people will universally buy into, or if it'll just be like a fractured thing forever.
The older I get at 45, I see that things just evolve, but then just come back around.
Yeah,
I was looking on the plane the other day, and there's this chick who has, as you see, these new things are like the big headphones.
Apple Pros.
Where like your mom used to have it back in the 80s. And no one's doing the AirPods anymore. It's just like Miami Vice, like fucking color schemes and chicks wearing baggy ass jeans have now come back.
I know.
So it's like,
kind of weird.
Just live long enough and you'll realize that like shit's not that heavy.
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay. And the fact of the matter is you don't really have much say so in any of it anyways.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I do. And I just kind of remain like, I don't know what I remain. It just depends on when you ask me.
No, that's true. So, and then, I'm curious too. So you were doing the Viva La Bam stuff and all that stuff fell out. Like what happened with all of like all the people from Jackass? You guys all still talk, or like where did like was there like a big falling out, or like what happened?
Nah, I mean everyone's good. I was just with Steve-O in LA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's kind of doing his thing.
He's killing it. Pontius, I love him. I speak with him, and those two guys I probably speak to more regularly than the most. Bam is battling his own demons, and unfortunately because of that, we seem to be in two different places where there's just not a lot in common at the moment.
For sure.
So we don't really just pick up the phone and chat. I think if I had to make a prediction of what would kind of connect us again, it would probably be skateboarding.
That's cool.
That's always been the common bond and theme throughout our relationship.
Do you still skateboard?
Yeah, but
nice.
For my mental health now, obviously
really?
Not like is like
you just do it for fun.
Yeah, I try
That's
to
cool.
carve out time to like just get in a van and go with the homies and film and just like shut everything off.
That's kind of tight.
And other like Brandon Turner, shout out to Brandon Turner. He's on the West Coast, fucking killing it. He's a sober guy. A lot of skaters have become sober and they're kind of doing their own thing with recovery. And I was talking to him yesterday, and we're gonna fly out. I'm gonna fly out there. Kind of, we're working on a project together possibly, and you know, so oddly enough, the ones that we used to party and run with and fucking go crazy with have now found like this new way of life. It's really attractive, and we join forces to just kind of hopefully promote a healthy way of living.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if you think about the origins of like Jackass was like the possibly unhealthiest, most insane way of living possible. And it was so fucking fun to watch. It was awesome. But it is funny to come full circle and be like, now we've all actually chilled out immensely. And
dude, Steve-O is like so fucking sober. There was a point in time where I thought about asking him to be my sponsor. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to get like that sober. Yeah, like he's like, shout out to him, but he's like someone that motivates me. But he's like, you know what I mean? He's authentically like what you see is what you get, and who he is who he is, and it does not waver no matter where or what he's doing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And it's also one of those things like, sobriety, again, if you're just kind of kicking around, you're going out to get drinks every Sunday, you don't necessarily have, like let's say like a problem quote.
Yeah.
It is one of those things that I think when you're, drinking a lot or like partying, it's like, it almost seems alien. But it like, if you really like strip it down from like, take substances out of it, I always thought it's a really like it's cool for a person to be able to remain with their thoughts in their own state of consciousness rather than, because you constantly escape it. It's like, all right, I'm going to get stoned. All right, I'm going to get that. And you're constantly jumping out. But I think that is a serious like sign of mental strength to like, hang. People do like sober October, which that must be kind of funny when like the whole world's like, we're going to be sober for 1 month. And you're like, all right.
But I've seen me do that. So like, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
True. But it's got to be funny with like 10 years. Like, oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
For sure.
There is something I think that is like, especially the older you get, it's like, it does take mental strength to like sit with yourself, not being able to kind of leave your consciousness like a little bit by, doing like, oh, I want to get a little high, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
And I think it's a genuine virtue that I think gets skipped over. People are kind of like, yeah, dude, fuck, I'm going to have a couple beers, fuck that. Like people kind of dismiss it a lot, especially when you're drinking. But I always thought it was like a it's hard to do. It's like, it's very hard to do. And it takes like, you know, when you can't kind of jump out of yourself for a little bit, it forces you to work through, you know, the kind of, you know, whatever, broken gears in your head.
I make a point to let people know that in my programs, right? Because the people that I'm working with, they're coming in, they have a week, they have 2 weeks, they have 4 days, they have 1 day, and they're sitting in there and they're feeling like they're not enough. They could be doing more. They should be further along. And I'm like, look, what you're doing, the majority of society is not. Who wants to strip away their escape routes to be forced to look at themselves, right? With themselves, by themselves, without having any drink or drug to escape the terrible reality that you've created as a result of your addiction and man up and fucking walk through it. I'm like, I will walk with you people. You people are the ones that I want on my team right now. Like at fucking over 10 years and you are the people that I fuck with, right? Like, and there's a lot to be said with that because I don't just give my time to anybody.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I really make it a point because I know in early sobriety, it's like a, you know, those week, 5 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's like of sobriety. It's like a bipolar roller coaster ride from hell.
Yeah, I can
right?
imagine.
You can be above heaven high. The wind can blow wrong. You're like below hell low, trying to figure what the fuck just happened. So it's important to give people the credit of it takes a lot of work to end up in that position for fucking 2 days sober.
Yeah.
So it's and I always say it takes so much longer to get 2 days sober than it will to get 2 years sober.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting there looking at the clock and you're like,
yeah,
should I not? Can I not? Should I say fuck it and just do it? Should I not do it? You're still consumed with the actual drink or drug. You're just not partaking at that moment.
Yeah.
And to make it through that, to address all these ailments and start to look at you without an escape, that's fucking big boy shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And
It's
most
fucking-
people don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay. I need those
Sure.
people that don't do it to show me why I really need to keep doing it.
For sure, yeah.
Right? It's all perspective because they told me at treatment if I changed my perception, I could change my world.
Yeah.
And I bought into that shit. You know, and believe it or not, they were fucking right.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sick, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, it's like I'm stoked. I'm grateful. But who really is like my mother, my friends, my employees, the police, the probation, the parole officers, the judges. You know, life has become a better place to be in with my sobriety, not only for me, but for other people.
Yeah, and I always, like you were saying, the service thing's big because especially when you're like, you know, if you're in even with, you know, with or without drugs, if you're just like living a negative existence, you're usually convinced like in order to conquer my own negative existence, I have to achieve at some level that just somehow like shuts all this down and people will realize and they'll like me. Whereas like in recovery, it's like, or you can just like help people. Yeah. And it gets the same thing. Like if you're like lonely, it's like, well, rather than trying to be the man, just go volunteer.
Yeah.
And you'll get that, like, it's like a quick route into kind of like a nice social existence. And everyone just is like, no, I have to conquer the world.
Yeah. It's like, too easy. It's too simple.
Exactly. It's really fun. I always thought that was kind of funny.
It's like, it's a simple fucking approach for an overcomplicated thinker.
Yeah.
And that's why I say smart people generally have a hard time getting it.
Yeah.
You know, I had to dumb my way into this position. And that was through me being beaten into a state of reasonableness as a direct result of my behaviors. But it doesn't have to get that way, right? Like one of my business partners, I met him in treatment. It was his first attempt ever at getting sober. And he's remained sober.
Really? He was like fucking up.
So it's like, and that's the frustrating thing. Most people are like, well, why can't my level get it at number 1? Why does he have to get to 13 like you? There's no black and white. It's such an individualized process. And if you look at the statistics, it's very sad because it states that you're not going to win. Yeah, but I'm here to fucking say, like,
you can.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, not only am I going to win, I'm going to fucking kill it. I'm going to own it, and it's going to turn into be my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
And if I can do it, so the fuck can you. There's nothing different between us except for what I was willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure that's got to be like, it's really rewarding too. Like you were saying, having the groups and like seeing like even a couple people kind of take off. Because I guess if you really look at the recovery homes as like, if this doesn't work for me, this whole place is bullshit. Or being like, dude,
for sure.
Yeah, someone's got to do something. What is it? Is like the opiate with overdoses going down? Are they still going up, or like?
I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at numbers. I just kind of fucking remain ignorant to it and live in my own world.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Well, you
is
don't
great,
hear about
but
it as much anymore. It like dominated everything for a while.
after COVID, alcohol became a big thing.
Oh
Yeah. So I have a lot of alcoholics in my facility now.
Gotcha.
And then meth's making a pretty big.
Yeah, meth made
Big
a
push.
wow comeback.
A lot of people got off heroin or fentanyl with meth.
Yeah,
You know,
I've heard. I've known people who have like off the heroin, meth comes into the picture, and they're like, "Damn, I'm actually super productive." And then, it's just like,
I do. I work with the DEA. I'm like a keynote speaker for the DEA at these summits that they have all over the nation. And I was just doing an event with them in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, cocaine's making a big comeback. We're fucking busting down big shipments of cocaine." So, kind of like how I said Miami Vice was cool again.
all
Like
comes
crack
around.
could be cool again soon with like the
Very well.
'80s. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's usually how the world works.
Do you think they should legalize drugs? Do you think that'd be easier to help people, or do you think it would make things worse?
I think so. You know, I don't know about legalizing it, but I do believe in like safe injection sites. And Philly was going to be the first place to do that.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down at the midnight hour. And their fear was that like it could trigger others in the community to want to get high. And maybe that's the case, but for me, I would never walk past a safe injection site and be like, I think I want to go in there and shoot up heroin.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think they did this in London or Britain, whatever,
And
years ago. And
I believe
worked.
it works. In Sweden, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And what I think would be beautiful about it is you use it as a portal, right? It's a major harm reduction approach. They give you clean needles, clean water, clean cotton.
And they test, obviously, the drugs.
And then they test the drugs. And the majority of the people that are in there don't really want to be in there anymore.
That's kind of what
it's lost its allure.
Exactly. You're in like a doctor's bench.
Yeah,
You're
you're being fucking monitored as you shoot up with some weird guy to make sure you don't die, to inject you with Narcan. So at the very least, when you do say you're ready, bam, we have avenues to get you.
Yeah.
But now check this out. Me being a major advocate for that, right? I own where I live in Old City, right, in Philly, and a really nice place. And someone said to me, they said, "Well, would you want it next to your house?" And I'm like,
No.
yeah, because it fucked my property value up, right? And I'm just being transparent and open.
sure,
and like,
for sure.
So there's two sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then again with that, you're gonna have people like popping door handles and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, because you're like
straight up.
not
So
here.
I really just try to remain like Switzerland in a lot of fucking plays.
That makes
just
sense,
neutral
yeah.
and adapt accordingly.
At least you're honest, because I heard people be like, I wouldn't care, and it's like,
Yeah,
you sure?
Yeah. And, that's just the truth of the matter. Now, not saying that like, if the opportunity presented itself and they were going to do it, I would still back it. But in my mind, I'm like, but couldn't you just go a neighborhood over? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't vote no on it. Let's put it that way. I would not vote no on it, but I would definitely vote for it to be in the next neighborhood over.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody would.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's such a individualized thing. I don't know what the approach is except for just taking the time to help one person.
Yeah.
That's it. One person.
True.
And that one person who helped me. Just think about all the heroin that I stopped injecting, all the people I stopped hurting, the one less needle that's being found on your kid's playground because I stopped shooting up.
Yeah, man.
Like it goes that far.
It's crazy. And again, like you were saying, like people, you get kind of mired in the cliche of it, but it is pretty nuts to think about that. Like if that guy that day had been like, fuck him, I don't feel like doing
Straight
this.
up.
Like you were saying, your mom's upset, but you're burning bridges, you're ripping shit off, you're going to jail, all the shit. And it's like, pretty crazy when you think about the ripple effect.
And I believe that that's the approach that will change the outcome. I mean, it's put it this way. So in Delaware, where all my sober living houses are, my treatment center as well, we really wanted the community to see, because in there they said, well, we don't really want them in our neighborhood, right? I get it. So one of the stipulations with Novak's house is when it snows, you have to go out and you shovel your neighbor's porch and their driveway, and like you be kind to humanity and society. And then that was working, and it snowball affected into the guys and women living in Novak's house. They started getting jobs within the community.
That's cool.
And then the people who owned the businesses that started hiring the Novak's house clients, they saw something different in them. Same thing that happened to me. I'd show up to work early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing dishes. They're like, where are you? What's, because they aren't, it's just different. And they're like, where are you from? What's the backstory? Like, oh, we live in this place called Novak's house. It's a sober house. And what the business owners within the community did on their own, I wish I could take credit for this, is they created a private Facebook page called Novak's House Hires. And if any of these businesses need employees, they put a post up that goes to the Novak's house only. And then if any of the Novak's house people need a job, they put their resume or what their qualifications are.
That's cool.
Because like they're seeing the good that they're creating through the ethics and behaviors. And like it's taking on a whole life of its own, right? So like it snowball effects, you know, then it opens the window for people wanting to hire people in recovery, where before it was taboo, it was shied away from. You don't do that. They'll rob you. They'll lie to you. They'll steal from you. I'm here to prove that that's not the fucking reality.
Nice,
of
man.
all of, but like
For sure. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it can be done.
But you know, the old saying is if you haven't been ripped off in AA, you're not helping enough newcomers. So it's like
no, that makes sense. But that's fucking awesome, man.
yeah. And again, I'm not creative enough or intelligent enough to create that. It's just me stepping out and letting the process play out.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I think that's it, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate
I enjoyed
that.
this.
I'm pumped to hear about that, and I enjoyed it too, man. I'm really happy to hear, you know, it's good to hear people taking their time to help the world. Like that's still a thing, because I think a lot of people
For sure.
just get so, and it's not like a bad thing.
I would
Everyone's
say
just
I'm
caught
guilty
up.
of it too, getting consumed in the rat race.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I have to jump out of it every day. And be
Straight
like,
up.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah, once you hit to that point where you hit the wall, right?
Yeah, daily. Yeah.
Same. I wake up every morning with a brain that wants to fucking kill me on a layaway plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Install a plan of just like one fucking defect at a time.
Yeah.
So anyone out there that might need help, you can reach me directly at 610-314-6747. Call me, and if you need help with getting treatment.
Cream soda. You're going to pass out in 2 seconds.
No, wait, dude, I'll be fine. I'm gonna be so jazzed up.
Damn, dude. Cream rules everything around you, dude. Cream soda rules everything around you.
I'm on the bean, you're on the cream. Bro.
I'm on the motherfucking ginkgo biloba.
Ginkgo biloba.
Ginkgo biloba.
biloba.
Ginseng. I watched an inspiring video. I'm studying those motherfuckers, dude.
The Chinese?
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm
I miss
studying
them.
Huh?
I miss them being out here in Texas, dude. I miss Chinese people.
You don't see they're kicking around.
You gotta go to like the camp. I don't hang out with college Chinese.
College Chinese
Yeah.
are nice.
No.
I went to an engineering
they're
school.
nice.
What
Yeah.
the bite your tongue? I went to an engineering school. I didn't go for engineering, obviously, but there was many college Chinese, and they are about business. Dude.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around.
No.
I was trying to kiss them. They'd say, "No, thank you. I'm studying engineering." Dude, I watched a video on who's the guy Rizza Islam? You ever fuck with? Does he come up in your algorithm?
No.
He's like a hard.
Rizza Islam.
My algorithm's crazy. It might be like Rizza Islam. Oh yeah, maybe he's not in
Ronnie
good
Steven.
standing.
That
He's
used to be
like a disciple of the Honorable Elijah blah blah
Muhammad.
blah. Yeah, Muhammad.
Oh, I see.
But he was going on. I was watching the video last night. I couldn't fall asleep. I did Kill Tony last night, and I was just wide awake because I hit the blunt. I hit the blunt
The L,
once.
and you hit the cup.
I had
too.
the L in the cup. I had and I was on the microdose as well.
He looks
That's
like Farnsworth
nice.
Bentley. You know the guy who used to carry the umbrella for Diddy?
Yeah.
Looks like Dilly's umbrella boy.
Yeah, dude, I was watching a video last night, and he was saying, I mean, dude, first of all, like black Muslim dudes, I know they have a regrettable stance on the Jews, hence the ADL's hard slam on them.
But look at the drip though.
The drip is crazy, and dude, the fucking theories, the theories are off the hook too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was saying how he studies white people.
Yeah.
He's like, I study them. He's like, a lot of you brothers don't want to study the white man.
Gotta
He's like,
study the
I
white
watch
man.
his every
Yeah,
move.
Keep your friends close and your enemies close.
Exactly, dude. I like that.
I
I
like
like
that too.
I
I
like
like
him-
the skinny peace sign in the Getty image.
The
skinny
skinny-
peas.
Dude, the skinny peace sign.
Yeah.
Oh, he claimed.
Dude, that's the gat, dude.
Oh, according to oh shit. According to him, he was saying he's saying that white people studied black people, and that's where we got all of our swag from. He's talking going way back, and so that way we designed the system. We studied y'all, designed the system, and then we held you down with it. Now you guys have to study us to redesign the system. It's gonna be. I love the way he's thinking about that.
I kind of agree, dude. It's kind of like, it doesn't sound like crazy.
No,
It sounds like right, because you ever see these geeked up white boys nowadays, dude?
which one we
You're
talking
sitting
about?
right
The
next to him,
geeked
bro.
Yeah, the geeked up whiteys, dude.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. He was like, we got to study white people. We got to study their ways. And I understand he's filtering it through like a
Muslim.
yeah, or almost like a black Israelite scope. But he is in a way. It's just like a monumental pull up your pants. He's doing a monumental, but it's in like a sick way.
Monumental.
He's just kind of like, yeah, we got to study them and emulate them and take our swag back. We got to show up early and stuff. It's like, you guys, wait, we were late first? Is that what's going on? You guys are super early?
Man, dude,
Lemaire, you were fucking right on time today. You were 11:01, swagged out, taking that white swag, dude. That prototypical white swag, 11:01.
that white extra minute, dude.
True, cream soda and the cream backwoods is aggressive, Lemaire.
I love cream, bro.
Why does everything got to match?
I don't know. Even the Buckies, dude.
Stop stealing the ancient white swag, dude.
Dude, the Bucky sweatshirt, Bucky sweatpants.
I'm for sure still white.
11 a.m.
Dude, why are you dripping so fucking hard?
I've been a
drip.
I was dripped out today, though. I had the fucking black yin yang tee and the black fucking pants on.
Yeah,
my wife came out of the closet. I came out of the closet. Pause. But I came out. I got a walk in. I'm just balling out. But I came out of the walk in. I'll just put it like that. And then, she saw that I was. My wife saw us matching. She was like, "God damn!" I threw, dude. If you throw a hard match on black people, they're like, they get like dizzy for a second. If you match hard, they're like, "Shit!"
Yeah, it's like
they immediately are like, they check themselves.
Yeah.
They check themselves.
It's
They're
like
like,
just-
"Damn, dude, I'm wearing blue and green. This is bullshit."
What am I,
You call
fucking
me
asshole?
I should be matched to the fucking T's. You guys are right. That might be your swag originally. I don't think Europeans knew about matching before.
No, dude. Africans would have they'd have the chain with the skirt. They'd match.
True. You guys were on that bullshit back in the day of like stretching out your ears and shit. You guys were
Now we're on that, though.
bullshit. Now we are.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hot
dude,
Topic is
see?
on that.
Dude, Riza Islam's totally right. That's why I'm studying Asians right now. Because
Yeah.
I think the Asians built the system, my brothers. I think the Asians built.
They built the hold people down system.
I mean, they do have a hold people down system.
I mean, they're doing it pretty good in Africa right now.
Yeah, I heard they're down that way. Even the Chinese government or the
Yeah.
communist government seems pretty ironclad. I did like watching videos of them scooping up people during COVID,
Yeah, bolting them into their apartment building.
locking them in. Yeah,
Dude, I
but
saw.
go ahead. Sorry, Lemaire. No,
No, I
please.
was going to stay political. I saw in Coulter on Bill Maher,
Who?
real time. Bill Maher.
Who's this
Heard
lady?
from her in a
Ann
while.
Coulter.
What's she been up
she's
to?
like I don't know, dude. She was cooking though.
What was she
She
saying?
was saying like
She's a Fox News lady.
she's just like a Republican commenter, I guess.
Well, there you go.
There it
Yes.
goes. American commentator and author.
Yeah.
All right.
She used to ride with DJT pretty hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
She hates DJT now.
Oh, really?
She hates him now.
Maybe
That's what
I'm
she's
wrong.
saying. I don't know. He's a comment, dude. No offense.
Bro.
who are you pulling for in the upcoming election?
Me, I was going to RFK, dude.
Sick.
Yeah,
Not gonna do- I'm
but
not
I
gonna
don't.
do it.
Knock on wood.
You get a lot of hate for that on Twitter. If you
Yeah.
like RFK, people are like, he's gonna take your guns.
Take
It's like, dude, he said it.
I don't have
Watch it,
anything.
Lemaire. Watch it.
That's my president, dude. I'll take it.
You'll give your guns to your president?
Yeah, I don't have any right now, but
True.
we'll see. When I get one, we'll fucking see.
You should get one so you can give it to the government eventually.
Yeah,
Dude, right now,
I like,
so what was she saying? What's her fucking deal?
she was saying. She was talking to Van Jones, who works for CNN.
Who's
And
Van Jones?
He's like the
Van
black guy.
Jones
That
is
Gay
works-
black guy?
Mace Windu,
I don't think he does look like Mace Windu.
He's like liberal Mace Windu.
Van Jones isn't gay.
No, I don't think.
He's got a perfect gay black guy name. though.
Yeah,
True.
he's for sure pretending because like during the whole interview they were just condescending to Ann Coulter, but she was saying the realest shit, dude. It
What was
crazy.
she saying?
She was saying like the only difference between like murder rates, the real difference between murder rates isn't like race, it's single mother versus two family homes or single parent versus
sure.
two family homes. That's the actual real like reason for
Yeah.
murder rates. And
Yeah,
she's
because you need
also-
a dad to be like, back in my day, son, we used our hands.
Yeah, dude.
That didn't make you a man.
My dad used to love doing that. That was my dad's whole stance on the
use
police
these.
brutality thing.
Yeah.
They used to use your
He'd
hands.
be like, I don't know why these young kids use their guns all the time. They're afraid to fucking put their hands on somebody. He's like, back in my day, I used to love to get my hands dirty.
Yeah, old men love fighting.
Dude, I could totally see your dad dropping the hat, taking the holster off, being like, "Square up,
Yeah,
square up."
Yeah, that would be
One of
so
these.
sick.
yeah, he's the man.
If you had to square up as a cop should square up more.
Dude.
That should be totally like it should be sanctioned.
Yeah.
That's the best movie scene.
Oh yeah, for
What's
sure.
that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Didn't Naeem square up with like 6 cops?
That's what he said.
Yeah, they're arresting his, I think, ex-wife, and then he tried to protect her.
He's standing on business.
Stand on
He was
business.
protecting his guns. He's like, God damn it, they're taking my wife now. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, dude. Dude, if the government took all of our wives, that'd be crazy.
then they take
The guns is a decoy. They're gonna take all of our wives, dude. We're gonna be like, what the hell?
Why are we so alone now?
So Coulter,
She was saying some real shit, dude. And everybody was like, they were like condescending to her. It was real weird because she wasn't like wrong.
yeah.
They were just treating her like she was an idiot.
What they're being like, well, obviously dads leave the house. That's because I seen Ben Shapiro does that. He's
Yeah.
like, well, you need to have 2 parents in a household. And they're like, yeah, obviously we would like that, but that's not
Yeah.
the case.
But they
So-
need to go get Newport cigarettes.
Sean?
Sorry, forgive me.
That's literally what Van said. He was like, yeah, that would be nice if that was possible. It's like, yeah, why isn't
is
it possible?
man. Anything is possible.
I know. I love when he says that, though. People were like, well, in the real world,
Yeah.
you have to leave your kids.
No, you don't.
Dude, it is fucked up, though, because you can totally leave your kids.
What do you mean?
Like, it's not illegal.
Do anything.
I
man.
could leave my kids today.
Yeah.
I could literally get an apartment and abandon my family and be in perfect legal standing. It's nuts. And then if you don't pay the government, you go to jail.
Are you making an escape plan?
I'm just saying, it's fucking backwards. The policy should be flipped around.
Yeah.
If you leave your family, you should go to jail.
Yeah.
If you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm leaving my family.
Yeah.
And unless you'd have to like prove that your babe is so brutal.
Yeah.
Be like, bro, it's not me. Or you could say, like, I'll stay. She's got to go. And a judge has to be like, she's brutal, dude.
And that'd be
She's so annoying.
Like, yo, she's so fucking brutal. Majority of your peers would have to be like, yo, she's fucking brutal.
You should have seen her at the Super Bowl party, bro. She wasn't eating no queso. Brutal.
She was doing that thing where she was like quiet, mad at me. And the judge is like, God damn it.
That's the worst.
We're ruling I'm fine. The fact that you're asking me is bothering me. Like, that's not a that's not true.
You're making that
My
up.
concern for you bothers you. Very well. Judge. Yeah, no, you can totally leave your fucking family. No penalty, no legal
Yeah.
penalty whatsoever. But if
It's
you,
crazy.
I think they get paid off the child support payments.
And who,
They take
parents?
the government,
The
well,
government?
parents, obviously, but like the
maybe.
fucking the government, I think, takes like a transactional fee from every
From,
child
like,
support. Dude,
yeah.
it's billions of dollars a year.
Yeah. Well, and there's also like when you leave, you get when there's like just a single mom in the house with like a kid, you automatically get like welfare or WIC or whatever.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, not to ruin the game, but there's a lot of times my family's been on welfare and they've just been dating dudes and hiding them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they're
But
like,
that's
"Yo,
kinda
the
hot,
welfare
though.
People are coming. You got to leave real quick.
Having a secret boyfriend from the government's kind of hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hiding them in the attic. Like,
True. Damn, Frank, dude.
Don't make a noise. The government will take away my money if they find you.
Damn, Frank.
you can't drive my Mitsubishi Outlander anymore if the government finds you.
That one lady just got busted for a secret boyfriend.
What lady?
There was I don't know if
Man.
she was like the DA in Georgia who hired the prosecutor against Trump.
Not Bobert.
No, it was a
No,
lady. It was a
Bobert.
black lady. She got like for real fried. She's in
Maxine
a-
Waters?
No,
No.
bro.
Okay.
Not her old black ass. No. Oh, dude, this lady got. Well, dude, the lady got
Where is she from?
Georgia.
Georgia.
From Georgia. She got fried. It was like if you look up Trump hearing cash lady, it'll come up. But she got fried because she.
Josh, I thought you were
Fannie
about to
Willis.
Yo,
say dumb
dude.
black lady from Georgia. You put DA from Georgia.
I saw the baby come up.
Fannie
Yeah,
Willis,
dude, listen to her,
She's kind of fine, dude.
bro.
She aight.
Her fucking
Bruh, she
her
looks like a
story.
ninja turtle.
Dude, she's swinging, yo.
Her story's so funny.
Yo, dude, I bet she got a
God
wagon.
damn it,
dude.
these goddamn
I bet she
ads.
does have a
She's
wagon.
definitely got a wagon.
Goddamn get.
But she simped out. She simped out for a dude.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
put
I
a dude.
see.
She put an inexperienced prosecutor on to, I guess, do the Trump case.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the you know,
Why? Because she gave him penis?
huh?
Because he gave her penis?
He was given a penis. He was given a
Penis.
vacation,
Ah, yeah.
penis and
Nathan
vacation.
Wade? Ah, that's a white guy, isn't it?
Bro. First of all, I'm sick of you. Why are you attacking them for having white kings? I see this all the time. You know what her husband looked. Everyone attacks Tiffany Haddish for having a white king in the household.
No, it's Common. Tiffany Haddish is married to Common.
But she wasn't, dude. How do you think she got, Lemaire, how do you think she got to where she was?
Dude,
She had that white man in her house.
Did I ever tell the story how she said she was going to ride my mustache?
Oh, dude.
Say what?
Tiffany.
She loves white kings.
She loves white kings.
Black Hollywood's got to let it go, man.
No way, dude.
God forbid a fucking black queen has a white king in the house.
Dude, this is disgusting.
All right, Tim.
You're on the record saying race mixing is disgusting right now.
I didn't say race mixing. I said white kings in the house.
Yeah, dude. You gotta talk about how you love red bones. Right. The first one to talk about red bones, dude. All of a sudden, then the black women have to say, yeah, right. Right. That's it. That's actually it. There's
I don't care political party. They care about it.
no, this isn't
My
it.
only question is, why is it question me?
Trump. Damn, this is the Trump get in the mix.
They always
Go to the trial of this lady. I'm telling you, her like where she got the. If you type in like cash, or you might have to do the YouTubes, but if you find in the cash thing, or basically, I'll tell you, her whole argument was that she hired this dude that to be the prosecutor in this Trump case in Georgia, and then it turned out that the dude and her were fucking.
Nice.
It came out in the dude's divorce proceedings.
Is that the dude?
Oh, yes.
This one?
I don't know.
You should search Nathan Wade, Georgia.
I don't know. The dude is. I mean, I think it was a black king. Josh, I'm gonna get your YouTube premium.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Josh, dude, come on, bro. Dude.
motherfucking
You're about to make all that
bullshit.
South by Southwest money and you out here got regular YouTube.
At the end of last week,
I don't want to see these crackers talking about it. I don't think they're gonna have her trial. It's got to be. It was on Breaking Points.
Again.
Dude.
Submitted might
Yeah,
be
this is
false.
this is all fucking fake news, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I
her
have
name,
a
she's not married or anything?
Don't trust the legacy media.
nah, dude. So I'll tell you what happened. So
I don't care if she's not married. I thought she'd be like a married lady.
No, she had this guy be the prosecutor on this big case. He got paid $700,000.
Sheesh.
So it's a big deal. Dude almost grabbed $1 million.
The bag.
And then he went to get divorced, and what they say is if you're getting divorced, pay the lady. Because if you go to trial, they're gonna start subpoenaing all the your text.
Releasing
They're gonna dig
everything.
up a bunch of shit. So he got greedy in the divorce. Was like, I'm not paying her. And then this shit hit where they're like, wait, you were going on vacations with the lady who hired you to prosecute Trump. And then it all came out where they were going on these vacations, and they were like, I think they were worried that they were like appropriating state money to take these trips. And he was like, no. She's like, I paid this guy back because it looked bad because like she got him this big job where he made a bunch of money. Then he took her on trips. So she was like, no, I paid him back. And they're like, how'd you pay him back? And she was like, cash. They're like, there's a lot of money. Like, how did you like? Where did the cash come from? She was like, my blood, sweat, and tears. My blood, sweat, and tears. She was
That's
like,
a good
I always
answer,
have cash on me. Like, do you have the ATM receipt? She was like, no. And then she even said like, well, like from campaigns and stuff, I had leftover money and like, obviously treated myself. Yeah, she's in a lot of trouble, dude. She's gonna get like, she was in like the scandalized cheating relationship's one thing.
I think this is it.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
That is correct.
Yeah, she's
Parents'
perfect.
case.
Fani, F-A-N-I. Last name is Willis.
But
Fani.
late today, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis herself took the witness
We gotta
stand.
hang out,
And I've
Fani.
been very anxious to have this conversation
Trying
with
to
you
go on
today.
vacation.
So I
Yeah.
ran to
I
the
mean,
court.
I'm a body language
It's
expert.
often contentious back and forth.
It
What do you
is a
think about
lie.
your body?
Why do the news ruin
Willis
every
was
fucking
pressed
video?
about
Just
details
play
of
the
her
fucking
personal
video.
relationship
Yeah.
with Nathan Wade,
There he is.
who she hired
Yes.
as special prosecutor on
That's
the
pretty
Trump
sweet.
case.
They do look
You
like
and
they
Mr.
fucked
Wade
up.
met
They definitely
in October 2019 at a conference. That is correct.
They're still
I think in
fucking.
one of your motions, you tried to
Yeah,
implicate
probably.
and slept
They're probably
with him at that
fucking better
conference,
than
which I
ever,
find
Yeah, right?
Oh, look, she lied.
offensive.
So she
Willis's
lied and said they
testimony
didn't
was a
sleep
shocking
together, but then it came out in his
twist
divorce
and
proceedings. So she
hearing
lied in court.
that focused on
Heard you.
I
allegations.
don't really understand why that's anybody's business, though. I get the using
Well,
the
because
funds.
she's in charge of state funds. So if you're crushing on somebody,
Yeah,
you hired your crush and you give him $1 million almost of the state's money,
I get
and
that.
people can be like, "Wait, dude, are you simping?"
I also,
Yeah, simping is. It's
it
just
could
funny.
be
though.
like the Trump lawyers getting their vengeance too. They're like, yeah, we
They
probably
definitely
got
did.
it.
They probably fucking crushed her. But
Yeah.
also, it's like that's what they're doing to him.
Yeah, literally. No,
So
no,
they're playing. This is a
Fair
fucking legal sword fight, dude. And
Yeah.
everyone's getting caught for it. It was funny.
Yeah.
Her just being like, My blood, sweat, and tears. Everyone's like, all right, enough of the fucking crap.
It's going to change the legal
Drama
system,
queen.
dude.
Yeah, it was
Now
full.
you're a simp and a drama queen.
Where did I get all that cash for my blood, sweat, and tears?
I mean, there might have been some left over.
She actually implicated herself and like there were some campaign funds and blah blah blah. Also, dude,
Oh,
this
Lord.
is my favorite thing in the world.
I don't like to hear that.
I'm not making fun, but I did see a double Freudian slip on Breaking Points. It made me
Yeah.
laugh so fucking hard. Listen to this.
Speaking of
wine
sexual
tasting
tension.
to Napa. Bitch, she made clear, just so you know, Ryan, she's like, I don't even like wine. I prefer Grey Goose. So thank you for that.
Saggy. Yo.
Saggy
Saga was going nuts, dude. Bitch. Gay. He was talking about this lady too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was talking
The
about
gay
this
goose.
lady. My gay goose. Gray goose.
The gay goose got her, dude.
Saggy daddy. Shout out Sagger.
I was,
But yeah.
I was watching this movie called Dumb Money yesterday. It was about the GameStop stock thing. It's pretty
Oh, I
good.
see.
What do they do?
They it was like a dramatization. It was Seth Rogen. Seth
Who
Rogen.
was it?
Seth Rogen.
Steph Logan.
So that's Steph Logan.
Yeah.
Chinese.
So what was Steph Logan playing?
He was playing like one of the bankers who like
Was he blazed?
No. This was the first movie where he was like just a completely serious guy.
Really?
Yeah. It was about you remember the GameStop thing, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
How like
The stonks?
yeah, the stonks. Yeah. Seth Rogen was one of the bad guys. He was one of the financial capital.
Why did they cast him to play that?
Because he probably wrote it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That was offensive. Why does he gotta be a banker, bro?
That is offensive.
Why can't he be like a chill ass stoner? So he played the greedy banker.
He played the greedy.
He played the greedy Jewish banker.
He played the greedy banker.
He was acting.
He played the greedy banker.
Because like this was about because the GameStop thing was like I'm sorry, dude. I don't know-
No more cream soda, dude.
Come on, dude.
You got Steph Logan in the game shop. You've turned into a toothless 80-year-old black dude. No more cream soda. Oh, Steph Logan on the game shop. Don't have no more soda. They got that one old Jewish boy, funny ass Jewish boy. Up in the
Motherfucking
bag on
Jewish,
them
yeah.
game songs.
They got motherfucking Ron Swanson in there.
The creep.
Motherfucking Kingpin.
You buzzing off the cream.
I'm buzzed, dude.
So, what was the thrust of the movie?
The thrust, nice. So the guy who was doing the GameStop thing, he only did it to attack the corporations that were using it. So they were using this thing, they were shorting options
For sure.
on stocks, and they would call it dumb money because people like us, we wouldn't do it and we wouldn't know about it, and they just like automatically like they just use that money. Like,
Who's they?
The
Black Americans.
No,
Just being
the stock people, the
Stock
market.
people are the they.
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
Seth
I see,
Rogans
I
of the
see,
world.
Yeah, the Seth Rogans.
Seth Rogans want to keep me and Lemaire's off the stonks.
And there was this other, yeah, they do. Because there was this other guy, his name was Keith Gill, and he was shorting the GameStop stock for like 6 months, but then that was when Wall Street Bets came because he was on there being
Oh.
like, hey guys, if we all buy this, we can fuck up these guys for doing that.
Right.
And you hold, and they held until it got to like, then it started, dude, the bankers, the billionaires, they lost like $6 billion.
On the game stocks?
Yeah, $7 billion, yeah.
Now I'm fucked up. I'm going to game stocks.
GameStop.
You've infected all of us.
They lost so much.
So how did they stop it? Weren't they going to like freeze the market? because
No,
of
they
this?
did. They went to Robinhood. They talked to Robinhood, the apps, and they're like, get rid of the buy
Shut
button.
down, yeah.
Nobody can sell. Because they were going to have to pay $3 billion because people started trying to take money out. So they were like, if we just get rid of the buy button, they can only charge us like $700 million.
So they put a freeze basically on the
And then they
market.
like ruined the stock. They got rid of the subreddit for a little bit. So the people started like panic selling.
Why can't you do that though?
What?
Why is it illegal to like buy with other people?
It's not
Because it makes the people who run it lose money,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. So
No.
it is kind of rigged. In
It
a
is
way.
rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess at least like the day because with stocks, there's like the rumor mill side of it where it's all
Yeah.
speculative. Then you can like do like number crunching and like learn like how much does this business make.
Yeah. But if you're like up there, you're not guessing.
True. So you're just shortening. They were just shortening it with their boys, like,
Yeah.
yo, short the stock.
Yeah.
But what if like they just released? Did they time it around like the release of games though?
No, they just did it. It just happened. It happened at the start of the year, right? In like 2021 or 2022. It was a pandemic.
it was during. What did the game? That would be a bad one to short though. You'd think during the pandemic with the games.
It was because the guy was just like, I just like GameStop, and it was $3. It was like $3 before they started doing this. So it went from $3 to 400, I think.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, so that guy became a millionaire immediately,
Hell
and
yeah.
then a bunch of other people became millionaires. But they're like diamond hands, which meant
Diamond
they were just
hands.
they were just holding it so they can punish the corporations, the
Damn.
people who are who are mad about it.
I would
Yeah.
have broke that so quick. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
cashing out, boys. Live on, live the revolution without me.
Dude, so many
Turn to
people
Seth
cashed out.
Rogen real quick.
Keith Gill might have actually cashed out too, because at the end of the movie he just disappeared.
Who's Keith Gill?
That's the guy who started the whole thing. Yeah,
he might have got tapped by
He
the
mighta-
Wall Street bros, and they're like, bro,
I think he cashed out.
and disappeared.
He disappeared. Yeah,
Damn,
the
That's
bros,
nice.
the Wall Street bros probably want to kill him.
Yeah,
I
probably.
could, dude.
It's like
well,
DB
It
Cooper.
was really good, and they didn't get in trouble. Nobody got in trouble.
who?
The business that caused, I can't remember what it's called, Munford Agency or something.
Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, Mumford and Sons Stock Agency or something. They went out of business, and the government, the SEC, didn't even charge them for any wrongdoing
For like trying to manipulate the stock price.
for manipulating stock prices. Yes,
Damn, I wonder.
they
how,
literally manipulated the stock price. They told Robinhood to stop. They're like, "You guys stop, or we're going to be in deep shit."
Shit.
Yeah.
That's some fucking
You
bullshit,
Chubb.
dude. Right now, I appreciate the update on that because I had totally forgotten about the game stonks.
Yeah.
You
But
have
yeah-
stonks. You have shares right now.
I got shares, not stonks. I don't have the stonks. I don't know what they are. I got something.
I never did any of that.
Stonks?
Too stupid to do stonks.
It's gambling. You have to do it in a way where it's just like you buy it and you just don't think about it or look at it for like 40 years.
Yeah, I would like. There was a couple times I was like on the cusp, but I like sold before because I got real broke. Like I used to have Sony stock before they made the PS4. I had Activision stock before they blizzarded up. I had WWE stock before it hit $100. I fucking had to sell.
Why'd you have to sell?
Bruh.
I was broke.
You sold all your stonks?
Yeah, I was broke, dude. I needed to make some move. I
Should've
needed
done
to.
diamond hands.
Yeah, I'm not diamond. Dude. I'm fucking paper fist.
Yeah, your paper fist.
Well, dude, I want to talk to you guys about this right now. This is something that's on my mind right now. 'Cause you know I have a finger on the pulse of the black community.
Yes.
It's just my algorithm, dude. Dude, I'm right
You're
now.
the only man with black children in his room.
True.
True.
That's true. I am the head of a black family. Dude, I wonder if you think Shay Shay's going to take all this heat.
What do you mean?
He's getting crushed right now.
What'd he do?
What?
You guys not follow?
No, I didn't know he
Shay
was
Shay
getting
News?
crushed, dude.
I
Dude,
don't
listen.
know.
So he's been getting
You do
attacked
know
by
wrong.
Mike. He's beefing with Mike Epps. They said they squashed the beef.
Yeah.
Mike Epps basically was like, "I'll shoot you,"
Why?
because Mike Epps called him gay. Now everyone's called him gay now.
Tale as old as
All the
time.
black comics are starting to call him gay, and it's
Oh,
like
no, Shay Shay.
he's Shay Shay,
Club gay gay.
dude, literally,
That's
dude,
what they're saying.
bro, dude.
And Club Shay Shay.
Eddie Griffith.
Yeah, Shay Shay. Gay gay.
Yeah.
You're on par.
Parallel thinking.
Are they just mad about Cat Williams still?
Pants on.
They're all. It's just a thing now. Like if you're a black comic, you have to fucking come at Shannon now.
No.
No, that's lame.
Oh, dude, they're crushing it. And he's like, I'm not gay. He has to constantly be like, I know who I am. I'm-"
delivered.
He said he's Mr. Backshots.
Yeah.
He loves.
Dude.
You gotta be two something to do something.
Dude, for
Exactly,
sure,
dude. He claims to be Mr. Backshots or Backshot King. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
BSK.
All these guys are calling him
True.
gay. Mike Epps called him gay. Now Eddie Griffin's saying that him and Kat should do Never Wore the Dress tour. You think that shit would be blazing?
I
if
do
we
have
found-
to say, Backshot King is kind of gay. There's some pause worthy.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't want to pile on Shay. But
Not on shit. I love Unc, dude. I'm just saying that is kind of gay.
He has entered into just an absolutely sick and twisted realm of just like podcast battles, and I don't think he was ready for like.
No.
He also doesn't think white people watch his show. That's the one thing I watch him do where I'm like, bro, come off of it. He's on his show and he's like, I didn't know all these white folk were watching me. It's like, dude, You're on fucking ESPN.
Yeah.
Stop acting like you're in a shack in Louisiana. He's like, the white folk are watching me now. And
I
it's
do
like,
like when he does that. I ain't had a bathroom since I was 15 years old. I love it
True.
when he talks about that.
that's hilarious. But he's like, he's doing his show and he's like, a white guy stopped me in the airport. Said, I love your show. I said, I didn't know you were watching. It's like, bro, you're on
Everybody's
TV,
watching. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you think you're gonna get 2 million views by just black people?
Dude, the Cat Williams is at like 60 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. He is the most prominent talk show host now, I think,
Yeah.
currently.
He's about to get a ABC show.
He might
Club Shay Shay in the morning.
put on the dress.
Yeah, that might make him put on the dress.
But yeah, it's regrettable, dude. Black Hollywood's in total disarray still.
You know,
Cat Williams episode fucked everybody up. 'Cause now everyone's trying to do fire takes
Yeah.
on everybody, and it's just like
hacks.
falling apart.
Yeah.
Absolutely falling apart. Killer Mike, I think, wouldn't do it.
No.
Yeah,
Mike Smith. Oh, he wouldn't do Club Shay Shay?
no, he just won't. He just won't attack. He
Oh,
won't
yeah.
get into the sensationalism.
He's an honorable man.
He is an honorable.
He's
man.
an honorable man, but yeah, it pervades every element of American politics now. It's just now like black podcasters are starting to get hit with the Trump effect too, where it's just like I'm gonna say the most wild, crazy shit because it is like the best thing you can do right now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It feels like we're.
Our good
finally-
brother David Lucas just got caught up in a viral storm.
Good brother, dude. Yeah.
Our good brother David Lucas got caught up in a viral storm. It is like it's it's like a whole thing you can do now.
Yeah.
You can play with like societal outrage, and usually it just ends up on the you just end up on the better side of it. Usually, unless you molest a kid.
You can't molest children.
Lemaire, what the fuck was in your cream soda?
What did it say?
Children. No, if I get in my head about mispronouncing it, it crushes me.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
Yeah, I had a flub on the beginning of Kill Tony last night where I said like I was trying to say drink this, and I ended like you were drinking water. Fuck, that doesn't make any sense at all. That was fun. That show was very
KT?
fun.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
sick.
KT was a good time. I think it'll be out in like 3 weeks.
He had a damn hoop.
Hmm?
Man.
I had a good old time, dude. And afterwards, I fucking took to the cup, took to the motherfucking blunt.
Damn.
Ew.
Did you eat the
Cup.
NDAC burger? The NADC
Oh,
burger? Not a
shit's
damn chance.
fire. You missed it.
They had burgers in the green room. I heard they had burgers in the green room.
Well, they always have burgers in the green room, but then they bring the burgers downstairs,
Oh,
and they're so good.
Feed
Shout
the
out
masses.
Philip. Yeah,
Feed the
he
masses.
makes the nasty burgers.
Came down with them burgers and fed everybody.
Big burgers. So good.
Burgers.
I couldn't do. I was just fucking. I couldn't sleep last night. I'm on a wicked ultrasonic wave right now. I got no sleep. I got
Yeah.
some motherfucking pussy today.
Nice, dude. It's that matching, dude.
I was, dude. This is before I even matched. I woke up this morning. I was just white on white, dude. I was in my birthday suit.
He hit the white on black, dude.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yin yang poontang.
Dude, are you a morning sex guy?
Bro,
I think morning sex
I'm the
is
king
better.
of all back shots, bro. I don't. back shot. No, I morning sex.
Hey, man.
I'm a morning
Man.
sex guy for sure. I like
Yeah.
that big time.
It's like a good way to wake up.
Yeah, dude.
Like the sun shines brighter.
Yeah.
The
Some
birds
pussy.
chirp louder.
I don't have to be nice all day. I can get some pussy and be like, all right, now I can be a dickhead dude now. And then I got some pussy already.
Idiot.
I don't gotta fake the funk.
Horse behavior.
Worse.
Lucy is upping the nicotine pouch game with breakers. Pouches packing a little something extra inside. If you know your pouches, you know that the nicotine doesn't hit immediately, and neither does the flavor. The geniuses at Lucy came up with a brilliant way to fix both those problems. They put a mini liquid capsule inside each breaker's pouch. Here's what you do. Grab a breaker's pouch and break the capsule. Yes, with your teeth. It makes a really satisfying pop. Put it in your lip and enjoy the immediate nicotine and flavor release. Nobody is doing anything like this except for Lucy. It's a new kind of pouch technology and it's only available from Lucy. God damn it, I'll be honest, I fucking love popping those things and spitting them out. Here's the Breakers breakdown. 4 or 8 milligrams of tobacco-free, 100% pure nicotine. 6 delicious flavors, unique ones like apple ice or espresso, and classics like mint or mango. Break up with your dusty gas station pouches and go to lucy.co/drenched and use promo code DRENCHED to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code DRENCHED to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. A common misconception about relationships is that they have to be right, quote unquote. But sometimes the best ones happen when both people put in the work to make them great. Therapy can be a great place to work through the challenges you face in all of your relationships, whether with friends, work, your significant other, or anyone. Personal endorsement, I always endorse therapy. I think it's a good way to get outside of your limited egotistical awareness, which is highly kind of tailored to make you right all the time, even though you're probably a huge fucking asshole. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit betterhelp.com/MSSP today to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP. I'm getting nasty at the ends. Oh, also, please go to mattmccusker.com for tickets. Go to ShaneGillis.com. Shane M. Gillis. One of them soda.
Optimum Noctis, March 5th. Please come out to that. Me and Sean Gardini show. And March 19th, please come to Cap City Comedy Club. I'll be there headlining. Please come through. And Sean Gardini will be at Helium April 10th at Helium, Philadelphia. You guys definitely got to go there. That'll be a fun blast next time.
Oh, yeah. Pittsburgh, Chicago, bunch of motherfucking places.
Blocka.
Thank you.
Go. I've been on my nastiest behavior, dude.
Yeah.
For real?
No. I've been very nice.
I told Sean and Shane I had a leash in Philly. I had to let go.
Oh, I can't. I didn't
let
know
go?
you wanted to
I
come
had to
public
let
with
go,
that
yeah.
information.
You left the freak behind?
Yeah, dude. Well,
You and
Freak
Megan
on
Thee
a
Stallion are
leash.
no longer freaks.
dude, I can, you know.
What were you doing with the leash?
dog
back
walking
shots,
these
dude.
hoes.
Where'd you leave it? Who'd you leave it with?
I just I think I threw it away. If I didn't throw it away, it might be in my car. Actually,
Yo.
leash?
yeah.
Followed you here.
Leash and sex tape. Sex tape, like red tape you use, body tape.
Oh, I thought you said you have the
Bro.
sex
No, not a
tape. I was
sex
like,
tape, not a
bro,
sex
don't tell
tape.
anyone. Your hard drive's gonna get fucking attacked.
I don't have a sex tape, but
You
there's
had the
like, I have
sexual
I have
adhesive.
sexual adhesive. Yeah,
You were
Nice.
binding women
yeah,
and putting leashes on them?
yeah, dude, it's nice.
Are you? So you're more of a dom.
Yeah,
Do you ever get?
Bro.
You ever get constricted as well, like taped up?
if she asks, I'll try.
Really?
Yeah,
That's not very
Dom.
dom. That's not very dom.
Nah, I'm mad.
You have to refuse, dude. You have to be like, "What the fuck did you say to me?"
How dare you?
What kind of stuff do you say while they're
I actually don't say anything.
heated to each other?
I don't really do it. I don't really say anything.
You gift wrap that pussy.
Yeah.
You don't say anything. You just fucking silently tug on a leash. You're like,
Yeah.
you got to get into the psychological element of it.
No, I don't know how to do words real good because I go,
You don't say.
I go, how is this? Is this good?
Damn, dude, that would get me so wet if I was a lady. tied up, just fucking. Oh fuck.
Oh, that's crazy. I ain't never done no freak shit like that.
You never done it? It's pretty easy.
You hit her with like a newspaper too?
No, I don't have. I had to. I don't know.
You hit her with like bad gal?
Yeah, no, I don't hit bad girl. You gotta get the good girl. You gotta get
You
the
hit her
good
You
girl.
hit him with the good
Yeah.
girl.
You gotta
You're
give the
such
good
a good
girl.
girl. That's more my speed too.
gotta
I
give
don't
the
like
good
doing the
girl.
bad. A lot of girls want
No.
you to call them like bad girls, like a
No.
dead and dirty little slut. And it's
I may
like
be
you're a
bad,
good
but
girl.
I'm perfectly good at it. You
Yeah,
know that song?
Well,
That-
50
that's
Shades.
you, dude.
50 Shades fucked them all up.
Yeah.
50 Shades hit the hive mind, and they're all like, "Yeah, we all love BDSM.
We're all
yeah."
disgusting freaks.
Not all of them. Not all. It's not. It's just like a. It's just it's just another thing.
It's a boner enhancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it.
So why'd you throw the leash away? Why didn't you bring it with? Why didn't you wear it to fucking Texas? Let people know right away.
True, we should wear it to feud tonight.
That leash, it was a pretty comfortable leaf. I did put it on once.
It wasn't the joke.
It was comfortable, dude.
Did she
The lady?
have the handle?
Yeah, but I was like, you gotta let go. I can't do this.
She had. You got walked a little.
She was like riding me, like
With the
holding me,
leash?
like, yeah. I was like, nah, you gotta let go.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You a whole freak bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, where does your freak stop? Where does your freak stop?
What do
Like,
you
if,
mean?
if you were at the orgy, what would be the hard line on your freak?
I don't think I'd be able to get in. I don't.
No,
think
no,
I'd be
no, no,
able to,
no.
like-
You're at the orgy, dude. Don't deny
No,
yourself.
I'm saying I don't think I'd be able to get involved in the orgy. I think
What are
I'd
you
probably.
talking
just
about? You would
go-
just spectate and jack off.
Yeah, I would just spectate. I think.
Is that how orgies work? There's like a bleachers of dudes jacking off too.
No, I just like that
splash zone.
it's just a room with a bunch of beds on it and curtains to separate if you don't want to share.
And you think so how does that make sense? They're not going to let you participate, but they're going to be like, yeah, just go jack off in the corner over there.
Okay, come in this room.
Okay, but let's say we're visualizing, dude. You're in the orgy. Where does your freak start? Like, where does it start? Like, how would you see the women there?
Well, it ends at like dick touching.
From
just like if a girl were to like put me in a guy, you ever see that when they go like that?
They
Like,
connect dicks.
I'm out of here.
True.
Avatar.
Yeah, but
go
here's the
home.
thing. Here's the problem with the orgies. And this is where I think all of this stuff, like swinging, all leads to gay stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, yeah, we're gonna open up the relationship, it's like you're just gonna blow a guy eventually.
No way, dude.
Oh, it's true. Because dude, you're saying this now. I mean, you're in a diabetic coma right now. But imagine you're in the orgy. You have two old, disgusting white ladies just tugging you to the point where you're on the edge. So you're edged. You're not talking from edged behavior. And then she goes, and you and two dudes just cream soda right against each other. And you're going to be, and then at that point, it's like it's like a Freaky Friday, irreversible curse.
I would assault that old lady.
Yeah, right. You're going to be in a fucking cum-coma, dude. You're going to fucking. That's what happens. You're going to be at so you're at the orgy. A lady's blowing you. Another lady's just fucking like tickling your balls.
Yeah.
And then a third lady starts playing with your ass. There's no way you're gonna be like, yo, stop. You can't stop it.
Dude, if she's playing with, I don't know.
Exactly. That's the entry level. That's the entry level freak.
I'm getting triforced.
That's the entry level freak.
Yeah.
And then if some guy comes up and starts like tweaking your nipples, you're not gonna stop him.
No.
You're not gonna stop him.
Get away, dude.
Watch it, buddy.
You're gonna fall into the freak.
Hands
Dude.
off the
No way,
merchandise.
You're gonna fall into that's the devil's realm, dude. That's exactly what all that stuff is.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever fallen to the freak.
Bruh.
I've never fallen to the freak.
You just said
You
the other day
are-
on
you live
Reddit,
in
you
the
said
freak.
you're the freakiest bull. You said I'm a freaky bull.
I didn't. Not on Reddit.
Bro, do you want to talk about that story about how you got kicked out of the party that we were talking about? Because there's some evidence against you that we were just talking about the other day when you confessed to the leash.
It was funny.
It's hilarious. Yeah, that's why I want to talk about it.
It was like a late party. I got kicked out because like I was walking around. I saw the husband upstairs with some ladies, and I saw the wife downstairs with some guys. And then like
They were an interracial couple, by the way.
Why do you
that
hate
matters.
it? Why do you hate us?
Black
dude?
guy though, black king. And then,
Black king.
See how he has a double standard?
hypocrite. Yeah.
I'm gonna start studying you, dude. Studying your moves.
Take a look under the hood.
Yeah, pop the hood, man. That's what you're working with. So what happened? You're at the party.
We're drunk, high, and we're outside. They
You were on
both came
cocaine
outside.
as well, weren't you?
All the
I thought I heard you were on cocaine.
Yeah,
that night.
yeah. And
Just
then,
for full honesty.
they came outside. Both of them came outside, and they were like talking. And I was there. I was like, "Yo, you guys are swingers. You guys swing."
Why
You're
was
the
he mad?
bull."
Because you were calling him gay.
I wasn't calling him gay. I was calling him a fucking pimp.
No, dude.
His co-
Swinging
I-
is gay.
I was
Swinging
calling him a
is
freak bull.
no.
swinging is you're so close to kissing a dude.
No,
that you're just like
swinging-
you're like Pac-Manning pussies till eventually at the
Yeah.
end of the line is a dude.
Here's
and you're
what I
gonna
said.
suck his
I
dick.
said,
You get the
You're-
fruit at the end.
I said, "Dude, you're a bull." Which is like a bull is the opposite. It's like you're just strictly being
A
loaned
bull's
to
where
women.
another guy watches you fuck his wife, and then he jerks off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that's like, do you understand? Like the fucking, if this is being a hetero king, there's steps along to becoming a gay dude, which is whatever, jump around, whatever you want to do. But if you're swinging in the name of like being hetero, you're just moving closer to being gay. Group sex versus isolated sex with your wife is as hetero as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Isolated sex, backed up on cum, just 2 seconds. That's as hetero as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as there's like another dude filming you, it's now gayer. And again, it's no judgment. I'm not saying like one's better than the other.
Yeah.
Totally, it's just two different things. Two different things. Two different modes of being. And dude, if you want to have orgies, have orgies. I'm just saying, be prepared to have a dude just breathing on your neck. Which is like whatever. If you're in the orgy, like dude, if I was like Caligula in the Roman orgy, I'd be gay as hell in there. Because you don't want to fuck the vibe up at an orgy and be like, that's not actually for me.
I'm just gonna go eat some wings.
Yeah, you're just gonna roll with it, and you're gonna do something gay, and it's fine. So you're at the orgy, but then that would be the new lifestyle.
Not me, dude.
I'm not saying it's a negative, dude. Our society's moved way past that. Dude.
Yeah.
Totally accept you and your alternative lifestyle.
Only God can judge you, brother.
True. That's the other thing too. People say that they're like, if you masturbate and watch porn, think about your ancestors watching you. It's like, that's on them, Jack. That's on them, dude. It's just like you're just if you really for real got to the afterlife and like, bro, we watched every time you jerked off. It's like, bro, you were watching porn then. And also, you guys weren't up against the same technology.
Yeah,
it's just something to my ancestors, dude. It's like you guys can't judge me. You guys were like fapping to like matchbook advertisements.
Playing cards.
We're talking POV, bro. Talking the fattest asses. There was like, there's women have changed shapes.
Yeah,
they fucking morphed.
I
like
mean,
they
scientifically.
Yeah, I'm sure they had thick queens back then, but they didn't know what to do with it all. They didn't know how to do squats.
Dude, I bet Cleopatra was thick as hell, dude.
You think so? Cleopatra was white, man. Come off it.
Cleopatra was queen, bro.
Cleopatra had red hair, blue eyes, bro. Come off it. No, she's probably really thin, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Egyptians, they're not. Are Egyptians thick? Ethiopians are slender.
Egyptians are pretty hot ladies.
Mm.
They have like top tier ladies, I think.
Yeah, so Ethiopian as well.
Ethiopian, yeah, the darker one. They have like aren't there Ethiopians with like blue eyes?
Ethiopians, yeah, no, they're like kind of like fair. They're like slender and fair. I mean, I'm not gonna get into all that, but Ethiopians are babes.
Yeah, dude,
Egyptians are nice too.
Talking about African diaspora.
Talking about the diaspora. What? I don't even know what a diaspora fucking is.
Just a grand migration, right?
No, I think it's just different types of people there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Can we define diaspora? Because I hear this word being used all the time.
How do you spell that?
D-I. Hold on, let's have a spelling bee. How do you spell it, Lemaire?
Diaspora.
I believe so.
You're right.
Yeah, I was right. See,
the spread of people
Grand
from the religion
migration.
homeland.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sean wins.
Damn.
The dispersion of the Jewish people beyond Israel. They got straight up booted. You know how they left Israel originally? The
No.
Romans.
Really?
The Romans kicked their ass out.
Where'd they send them?
Europe. Yeah,
Really?
that's like a very harmful anti-Jewish trope. There's like a number people say of the countries they got kicked out of.
Yeah.
And I watched like an ADL funded thing, and it's dude, they get like a tough Jewish kid who's like, "You guys think it's cool to say we got kicked out of 111 countries?" Well, guess again, because that includes the villages, not the countries we were kicked out of.
Can you imagine getting kicked out of 111 countries as a race?
Yeah,
Russian the vibe and everything.
The Russians are like, "Can we get these guys out of here?"
His claim, the official claim. Well, dude, it's so funny because I didn't know. I thought that was just like a historical fact.
They're
Man.
about to get
I didn't
kicked
like
out
go
of here,
bandying
too.
it around, being like the Jews got kicked out of countries, but it was like that's like one of those like white supremacists. Like you toss out the
Yeah.
number, like brother. 109, soon to be 110. But this guy was like, "Yeah, real cool guys. Here's what really happened," and it's the old story of them having to be money lenders, and then the European kings is being like, "Yeah, we don't owe you guys money anymore. Get the fuck
Got to
out."
be honest. 110 countries is most countries.
Well, but the guy, here's the thing: the official position is that they are including villages and overinflating the number, which is funny. Him be like, "It's not true," and then being like, "Some of those numbers are villages, not countries."
Yes.
It's like, damn, player.
We got kicked out of small towns. Come on.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
But they
I would,
got-
if I was a European king, I wouldn't kick the Jews out of my country.
You'd let him stay.
Fuck yeah, I'd let them stay. I'd convert I would have converted all of Europe to Judaism.
True.
It was just by the fate that we got into Christianity. What if we were all Jewish? Christianity is, I mean, it takes the whole Old Testament, which is a sick move for a religion to just be like, yeah, that's ours, and then some new
Well,
shit.
because Jesus is Jewish, dude.
Mhm.
I know.
And they killed him, so we get to take
Mhm.
That's fair too.
You preaching, brother.
Yeah, I mean, that
Preaching
is,
to the
again, you
choir.
don't have to say it with any vitriol. That is a
Yeah.
historical fact.
Did you know Noah was a drunk? After the ark, he like became a wine drunk.
Makes
Why
sense.
now?
Yeah, he became like who made a vineyard, and his kids would just be like, "Dad, you're drunk."
Yeah, didn't like one of them? There was a biblical story where like one of them see their father naked because he passed out drunk, and then like the rule back then was that like if you see your father naked, you have to go into exile.
Really?
Yeah, there was like an old the Jewish people have had very bizarre laws. I mean, everyone kind of did back then, but
Yeah.
like they had like some real sick ones. Like if
Yeah.
you saw your father's dick, you had to leave. You had to just like pack your shit up.
Go away.
You had to fucking leave. I'm telling you, there's a story where a guy, I don't think it was Abraham, it might have been Noah actually. Noah got drunk and passed out, and his sons were like, "Yo, let's go peep in on
Esau.
him." Was it Esau?
I think that's
Esau,
Esau.
his penis. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. And his son peeps his dong. And it's like, dude, he has to leave. He peeped the burning bush.
You got it. Genesis 9:23.
This is it, dude.
The curse of Cain.
God damn, I'm a goddamn biblical scholar.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite story in the Bible. Let me see.
The nakedness of their father, their faces were turned backwards, and they did not see their father's nakedness.
Shem and Japheth.
But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders, covered their father's naked body.
So who looked at his
They
dick?
did not see him naked. Okay, so Shem didn't see it.
They didn't want to look at him naked.
Their shoulders walking backwards.
Did your dad ever like make you come in and bring him a phone when he was taking a shit?
Yeah, I had to bring my dad toilet paper so many times. It's
Dude,
the worst smell. You open
it's
it.
crazy.
Dad shits are crazy.
Dude, I'd have to, it was like nothing too. Like I was like 12 and he'd be like, bro, bring me the phone. I'm like, dude, you're fucking naked.
Yeah.
But I think you just put your like dick down.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
tuck.
I think he was tucking dong. Yeah, when you have kids, you don't realize how much your dads
my
are
shirt
tucking
over.
dong around you.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a kids, you got to be tucking dong constantly.
Yeah.
Because kids will like, if they don't know what dicks are, but if
Yeah.
they're like sitting or like they'll like walk on you and stuff, their foot hits your dong and they're just kind of like, what is that? And you gotta be like, yo, fucking get off my dick. For real. Get off my fucking dick, dude.
my job.
Why you guys hold my fucking dick so hard? Because they're like all about boobs. So they're always like kids are
Squishy nice. It's slime.
yeah, dude. It's the fucking juicy tight. Did you see the video of the juicy tight? Oh, dude. Spud sent this to me. This is my favorite. This might be my favorite fucking thing.
The juicy
I
tight.
told my wife she had the juicy tight today. She was so pumped. We got that juicy tight. African women got that juicy tight, dude. American women don't work. American women work and they want to fucking control their husbands.
Yep.
African women got that juicy tight. Dude, let me see. This is the best. This might be my favorite. She's just knocking up on a dude's window. On his door, excuse me.
Juicy tight.
Why is it not playing?
Do you know the juicy tight?
I do not know the juicy tight. Never heard of it.
It's on. The shit's on mute for some reason. What the hell? Did I get kicked off the motherfucking thing?
You kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, true. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yo, you good, shawty?
I am.
Oh, I seen this. Yeah.
From Africa, Ethiopia. You know me.
She have the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you
Sorry.
doing up here?
Because I think I was looking for you.
What you looking for me for?
I like you.
Dude, I would have let her in, man. I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
You hit
yeah.
the wrong door, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the right person. Maybe it's the wrong address, please.
Yeah, it's the wrong address.
Not female. There is a difference between female and woman. Female is just for your pussy, for your dick and money. I'm from Africa. I cook clean, good love, got juicy tight.
Good love and juicy tight.
They cook kind of bad.
Dude,
Man, I would like. I was telling someone.
how
the
could
other
you
day-
turn that away?
could you turn
I
it
got
away?
I got good love in the juicy tight. I cook and clean. I'd be like, yeah, just put that knife down, lady.
Get in here. Drop the knife. Come on in. I got some hamburger helper that's ready to go.
A lady sitting with the knife. Tell me it's just a juicy tight.
There's a difference between female and woman.
Oh yeah, dude. People just want your money and your dick.
Woman
got juicy
has
tight.
good love in the juicy tight.
Good laugh and
Cook
juicy
clean doesn't work.
tight. That is a good woman.
Yeah, telling your woman she's got the juicy tight just makes them so excited. Like, you got that juicy tight. It's like, what?
Dude, I kind of.
You don't want the juicy Lucy though.
I hate when my fucking girls work, dude. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They don't got they lose the juicy tight by working. dude.
working crushes them. Well, they're having sex with all their coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, women go to jobs and it's like it's crazy.
They stuck their way up the ladder, dude.
I'm telling you, you have to just let it go too.
Yeah.
If your woman's at a job, she's for sure she has like 4 other lovers.
Well, because she thinks she's in a TV show. Every woman that works at a job
looking for
thinks
Jim.
her life is a TV show.
Yeah.
Whether they're in the office, they're looking for Jim. If they're in the restaurant, they think it's Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah,
They go, man, there's so much juicy gossip around here, and it all revolves around me. Man, that's such a weird coincidence.
yeah. Women at work are like 10-year-olds mowing the lawn. They're like, oh, wow, this is great. I get to do this. I get my big boy pants. Dude, the big boy pants are for my allowance. Well, this is exciting. This is what grown-ups do. I swear to God. I think now they're waking up to the fact that working sucks.
Wake
Sex
up.
in the City, I've said this a bazillion times. Sex in the City psyop the generation of women into being like, fuck families. We need to be career women.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like,
Dude, what about Ally McBeal before that? Dude?
who's Ally McBeal?
Ally McBeal, single female lawyer.
Right.
Yeah, before the fucking dude.
Okay.
All these women doing shit, dude.
Well, yeah, but that didn't have the traction on girl culture that Sex in the City for real, like psyoped chicks
Yeah.
so hard. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Ally McBeal might be a little older. But Sex in the City, I watched that rock a group of ladies. That show pushed the age of marriage back by like 6 years.
Easy, dude. Easy.
Because
Yeah.
they're like, no, I have to go to a cosmopolitan area first and find a CEO.
I have to go to New York. I have to write journals. I have
And
to
like,
walk around.
dude, the jobs are just like every woman movie is like a badass bitch boss who's so mean. Then she's like, let me see your fashion portfolio. Oh, this has promise.
You know, every girl has the same
Get me
day.
a coffee.
Every single girl has the same day. They wake up, they make up, they do get coffee, they go to the gym, then they lay around until they have to go be a whore.
Easy, bite your tongue, dude. Bite your tongue. We're talking about hardworking women, dude. What are you
What was
talking
in that
about?
cream
Sorry,
soda?
I'm
A little
sorry,
bit of the truth. You sipping on the truth?
Yeah, but dude, how sick would it be to lay
cream.
around? How sick would it be to just lay around and wait to be a whore?
Dude, laying around and waiting to be a whore is my life too.
It's a woman. It's a lady in waiting.
Yeah.
Girls are too busy. We need women to get back to their roots, dude. We need more laying around.
Yeah.
They have too many activities going on.
They always have errands, dude. Every girl has an errand
bro,
like
they
every day.
fucking love them.
The fuck? Why do you have so many errands?
They love being consumers.
Dude, the ultimate consumer. A Target run, dude. Every time you go to Target with your wife, it's fucking $300.
Yeah, dude.
Bullshit of fucking bullshit.
But there's also like I don't have anything in my house. I don't have any things.
Yeah, they do good at just
I don't buy things.
You don't
piling
need
crap
things,
in your
though.
house.
No, I don't think I need things, but it is kind of weird.
You need a video game console. You
I
need a
have
good
that.
TV.
I have
you need
that.
a couch, a bed, and a computer. That's all you need
That
as
is
a man.
all I have.
That's
That
all
is
you
true.
need as a man.
That is true.
Maybe a car.
yeah.
And then you don't even need that as much
Got to
anymore.
mow
Yeah.
the lawn the other day. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, dude.
How'd that feel?
Damn good.
Flexing your fucking muscles the whole time.
Shirtless.
Yeah.
I filled up so many bags.
What kind of
bro.
design you got in that thing, though?
No design, bro. Just straight streaks.
Yeah, I suffer from the delusion that when I go out for like one of my grueling 1.3 mile runs,
Yeah.
like while I'm my calves are on fire. So I'm walking back. I'm like, dude, there's probably all these housewives just looking through the blind, checking out my fucking calves, dude. They're probably. I'm walking up the steps, like on my tippy toes, just fucking like,
You
yeah,
gotta flex for these babes.
get this, dude. They're just laying there, just whores in wait, dude. Check this shit out, man.
Just lounging.
Big ass jacked
No,
up
that's
calves.
horse
I
and
got
weight.
fucking fat the last like. I got fat
What do
as
you mean?
I was killing it, dude. I was on carnivore, just killing it, and then I got sick for a little bit, and then, dude, I gained weight so fast now. It's ridiculous, dude.
I feel like that's
I pigged out on chocolate on Valentine's Day. I gained like 7 pounds.
I think that's the kind of carnivore, because then like your body like starts eating and it's like we got to store all this stuff. We can't like lose it.
True. Yeah, no, mine was more of inactivity and sluggishness, and I just started pigging, dude.
Yeah.
I can't stop pigging. I'll be full. This is the battle I have with myself, where it's like I'll be so full, and I'm like, dude, why are you eating right now?
Yeah.
You're full. I'm like, one more bite.
Dude, you got Cushing's too.
You stay. What's Cushing's?
That's the
were
disease
just
dogs
talking
get
about
where they can't eat. They get the big bloated belly, or all they do is eat. They won't stop eating.
I think my whole family has Cushing's disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so hard
Yeah,
to
it's
not just eat until you feel.
sick.
And then what happens is I have so much food in my. I feel like bad about this. I get anxiety about like food going to waste, so I'll like crush a gigantic bowl of something just to be like not throwing it out, and I'll just be sick, and I'll be sitting there like, fuck, I didn't need to eat that. Why did I just eat a meal right before dinner time? And it's like, well, I'm not gonna let my dinner go to waste, and I just eat lunch. I crush my dinner.
Now you're not good for night sex.
Please.
Everything's about sex with you.
I'm just being a goof.
I know.
Yeah, he's just
Me too. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
What are you, a morning sex or a night sex guy?
I like morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the morning's better
Morning.
because it's a nice way to start the day. You're like, well, I'm already up.
Do you take true? You are up. Do you take the do you take morning breath to the face, or do you kind of like shy away from it?
Yeah, I'll take it to the face. I don't have a good nose.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't really know unless it's like very bad. If it's very bad, I'm like, I got some mouthwash.
So you don't smell that good.
Who?
You don't smell. I'm saying you don't smell things. No, you smell fine. I'm saying from like an olfactory perspective, you can't verb smell that good.
No, I can't. It's tough. It's tough. It has to like really smell for me to like notice. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can, in theory,
Yeah.
take on the stankiest pussy.
Dude, in theory, and not to confirm, but I think I have.
Do you ever tell women that? Like, bro, if I'm smelling it, it's a motherfucking problem.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, true.
I can't do it.
That would be rude.
I just kind of probably won't see her again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was young and foolish, I used to pride myself on being like, dude, give me the stankiest, but I don't care.
You liked it like a fine cheese?
I was always like, who cares? Just a nug.
Give me that.
I was all about just being like, dude, who cares? Like, why would you care about that? Yeah, I would shamelessly.
Why would you care about that?
Well, now I know it can be related to like the health of the vagina now. That fishy smell could be like for real. It's called BV. It can be like a bacterial infection in the vagina.
Yes.
I would take it on. I would like to do a thing, again, if I were a single man, where I'd find the stankiest and like get their pussies fixed.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
BV repair.
Yeah. Just resuscitate just the stankiest pussy.
Extreme pussy makeover. Extreme makeover pussy edition.
Just have cucumbers on her pussy. I think it can be fixed. I think stank pussy can be fixed.
It can be fixed. It's just antibiotics.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you fucking renovated any pussies?
Me?
How do you know it's antibiotics? Oh, for the BV.
For the BV.
Well, there's there's BV, which can be bacterial infection, but then there can be like a hormonal stank factor.
Yeah.
Like some dudes stank.
Yeah.
Obviously some pussies stank.
Yeah.
I don't mind the stank on like a hereditary stank.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. If I'm smelling your ancestors, I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's the BV, that's when I'm like, babe, we got to go on extreme pussy makeover. I'm gonna get this pussy in tip top shape.
Ma'am, you're staining my sheets.
Well, apparently BV can develop from having too many sexual partners. Different type of cums can get in there and fucking turn into a back. I should probably back that up with science. I'm pretty sure BV can come from like too many.
I got to tell you, I have a friend who had a girlfriend with BV, and your theory is sound.
Really?
Yeah.
She was for the streets.
She was for the streets.
And he smelled that BV and said, I know you've been with another man.
I can feel it.
I smell it. What is this bullshit? Why does your pussy smell like the Italian market?
They broke up. There was one time. There's one time on my computer. He made me make I thought he was making he wanted me to make him a CD for his friend who had a baby, but he made me make a CD for this lady.
He made you make a mix CD for his lady who was cheating on him?
Yeah.
What were the songs like? Love songs or hate songs?
Yeah, love songs. He was in love, dude.
Ah.
Yeah.
He had
was
you
fiending.
make the mix CD?
Because I thought it was for...
What songs were we talking?
I don't know. I don't remember, dude.
It's like the Pokemon theme
15
song.
I want to be... Yeah. It's My Boo by Usher 15 times.
True. Women love that song.
Damn. Poor son of a gun.
You think women all have like one person they keep in their heart above everybody else, even though they're in different relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, fucking the Coeur de la Mer, the Heart of the Sea, fucking Titanic. That lady had Leo DiCaprio in her heart the whole time.
True. Oh yeah, he died. I forgot.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Spoiler. The ship sinks.
The ship sinks and the guy died.
I don't remember. Somebody had a joke. I can't remember who it was, but they said, "Can you imagine being that lady's husband when she gets to heaven and then she like hooks up with Leo? You're like, I've been waiting for you for so long."
True. But it'd be kind of nice though to like, it'd be tight though if she was like Survivor with like dead boyfriend and then like tear that pussy up and talk shit on Leo's dead ass. Like dead ass look down the bottom of the fucking ocean with those pirates.
Yeah.
This pussy's mine now, dude. Tell me the pussy belongs to you. Belongs to you. That's right.
The Coeur de la Mer, dude.
Well, dude, I think we did an hour, right? Is that an hour? My Spidey sense.
Whoa, that was crazy.
That was pretty quick.
That was cooking.
Yeah, man. Psst.
Goddamn.
Another day in the office.
Yeah, dude. This is what we do, man.
Yeah.
Miss you, Shane.
I
When are
know,
you going
Shane.
to
Good
NYC?
luck. Friday. I'm gonna go
shit.
Friday.
Damn,
Going
we're all
tomorrow.
split up. You're
Nice.
Wednesday, I'm Thursday, Matt's Friday.
Yep. Friday, be down there, boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Be very fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast here.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it, bro.
We were talking about it yesterday. Like, I'm gonna cry. I'm
Yeah.
totally gonna
might
cry.
shed
It'll be
tear.
emotional,
In a
dude.
full
It's
tear, dude.
I mean, dude, it's so sick he had to go through a netherworld journey.
Yeah.
He fast tracked it right there, too. He just did his thing, and they were like, here you go.
Yeah.
And then
He should ride a horse into the studio.
that's not a bad idea.
That would be so sweet.
A white stallion.
Like Caesar.
True.
Hey, home.
Yeah, or
Human
like, dude,
home.
motorized scooter wouldn't be that fun. Horse would be way better. But either way, dude, shout out to everybody. Join us in the motherfucking Patreon. I'm about to swing on in there. I didn't watch the fucking cool movies. I'm not in on the cool stuff. I have a family. I can't watch monkey movies with you guys.
You gotta watch it with your fam.
True.
Yeah, they'd like it.
They would love that shit. Later.
Sayonara.